Yeah.
Actually, let's send him an image of Valeria.
What are you talking about?
For Modern Warfare 2.
You skipped the you skipped the Latina, the tomboy Latina. That's also a mommy. You missed out.
He missed out on peak, chat.
You also missed out on me begging and saying I'm a good boy.
I'm gonna be honest. Tomboys over Latinas.
Fair.
That's just my opinion.
Very fair.
Fair, but this one was both.
She was just everything.
She was just everything.
Let me just put it in arena.
Dude, I just have the black dressed, the real I sent. It's Invisigal in the black dress.
Hello, Ultimate Afterlife. Hello, Brian Fisherman.
Devilman.
Don't tell me the stream started, please.
It's... You didn't know that?
Chat, you heard nothing. You heard nothing.
Don't worry, I think everyone thinks alike on you with Invisigal.
Perfect. Just perfect.
Anyways, alright.
You started this stream already?
Yeah, and also I'm streaming it on Discord right now.
Oh, okay, then I'll watch on Discord.
Yeah.
Jacob, you're fumbling. Why didn't you just let us know ahead of time?
It was on the whole time.
You said not yet.
Yeah, because I said I was setting it up.
Yeah, and then he told us, I asked if the stream was up, and he said, yeah. Alright, so I need to leave. My Discord's acting up. Give me a moment.
Alright. Luckily, he didn't say anything too embarrassing to himself. But the moment he said that, stream started, so I was like, oh hey, stream started now.
Oh yeah, last one in was gay. Since I was the last one in, I guess I'm gay.
We're already gay regardless. What are you talking about?
No!
He's
Back
trying to find an
away!
excuse to tell everyone. Be like, hey everyone!
Back away, feral child.
I like men!
The cat! The cat wants some! Get away from the cheese! It's... I'm not giving it to him. I'm telling him to get him. It's string cheese. They actually, they're okay with eating this. So long as they don't eat like the entire thing.
Cats are
like a piece will be fine, but
for the most part.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not that cruel.
There's no way. There's no fucking way.
No, not the cat. No.
Okay, I was gonna say I told you he's lactose intolerant, so now I think, wait a minute. Now I can give it to him.
Quit smacking your lips. Get away from me. I didn't even give you any.
Retro
Why are you smacking your lips?
How are y'all doing today? Alright,
Alright, let's give it a few minutes to start.
yeah.
Give me a moment.
Why do they call it overrated? Okay, so, few things I want to say. I am actually in the position that DMC5 is overrated. I saw this video a while back, but, I didn't really have a full understanding of all the games. So, I don't know if they're going to be comparing this to, like, the other games. I don't fully remember. But one of my main issues with DMC5 is the fact that 90% of the missions are just all in the Clifod. Combat-wise, it's probably the best of all the games, but it's
Okay, so for the like the setting wise, I actually don't care. The setting is actually okay. Because every time you go to the Kwai font, it never really looks the same except for like one mission.
Yeah. I mean,
so like I'm actually okay with it.
But it's still just, it's all in the Clifod, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
I mean, for like the first 9 missions, it takes place in the city. So like almost half of the game takes place in the ruined city.
I mean, I don't know. It's also that too, but like it's just the missions. Just for me, I don't know why, but they were just boring. I'm gonna be honest. They just felt boring, even though there's so much going on. Cause like the
it's just boring.
Really
Man's favorite game being DMC2. Ah, yes.
Okay, that is for a completely different reason. I still agree that there are boring parts in DMC2.
the setting itself is boring.
No, it's
Might
not.
as well call DMC in general boring.
What? Oh. hello,
Devil May
Mark.
boring.
Faust without glasses.
Devil
is
boring
really
cry.
boring. Wow. Oh.
Boring
Thank
May
you for
cry.
that. Have you seen
Boring,
DMC4 ruin
boring
the series?
too.
Vid? I was actually thinking about reacting to that another time. But okay, so what were you saying, Max?
Leave it to me. I'll rip them apart.
Oh, okay.
Best game in the series.
DMC4 is the second best in my opinion. DMC4, then DMC3, DMC5, DMC1.
Okay, so
Blame me
I would
for that
argue the
take.
best game in the series. The best game in the series would be DMC3 on the Nintendo Switch.
Well, yes, I don't know. It's still good for the style switching and the weapon switching, but still.
Yeah, that's why. Like, DMC3 is already a top 3. You give it style switching, it has what DMC4, like, first attempted, but couldn't master because it was a first attempt. You had what DMC5 perfected, so immediately it's already top 2. Gameplay-wise. Story-wise,
Mali Island, DMC2, or Tenemigru. That's... What? DMC2 didn't have Tenemigru. Or not Tenemigru, Mali Island. That was DMC1.
Yeah, I think what he's basically saying is every DMC game just has that, like, area. Or
No,
basically
I
all
know,
have, like...
So, DMC2's levels, even though they were a little bit gloomier and stuff, they were still... It was the most unique in terms of levels. Like, it was always really different. In my opinion, that is. The level settings, they were very different all the time.
DMC4.
DMC4 was also like that. That's why I think DMC4 and
DMC5
DMC2 are the best.
DMC5 as well.
DMC4 has the best
Where
Dante
else?
gameplay-wise. No, I would say DMC5 is the best Dante.
DMC5 and DMC Switch.
In terms of aesthetic, I think DMC, Devil May Cry, is one of the best. Aesthetic-wise, probably I would agree with you there. Gameplay-wise
So,
and story-wise, it's
I would disagree aesthetic-wise. Aesthetic-wise, it has to be... Actually, wait, who's saying this? Because I don't have the chat pulled up.
Mark is saying that DMC.
I was gonna say, so for the reboot, aesthetic-wise, there's no position one can make besides maybe like when you're in Limbo, or when you're in any of like the alternate realms. It's the only way you can argue it, because otherwise it's just a city that we've seen, and practically we've seen that throughout DMC3 and DMC4.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and I think DMC5 mastered the city area. Especially because, like, it's really unique. It's the only time we've seen, like, a very ruined city like that. Besides... So, no, technically DMC3, but we don't get to explore it. Yeah, but we don't really get to explore it.
That is
we don't get to see, like, the areas.
DMC5. It's the fact that it is Red Grave City. Call back to Novel 1. So it is personal for Dante.
Well, DMC3 is also Red Grave City.
Well,
The anime should also take place in Red Grave City.
DMC 2007 is in Red Grave City.
Yeah, that's where Dante has his shop at.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, in Limbo, especially in Virgil's Downfall. I haven't actually completed all of DMC, so I won't fully know. But I just know the graphics are really good in that game.
I hate Downfall aesthetic-wise. It's just one. It's just practically one shade color. Okay, yeah. All right, then. All right, Mr. I like DMC2.
I wasn't talking
Mr.
to you.
Mundane,
I was talking about my notification settings for the iPhone 70.
I know. You would never say that to me.
You would never say that to me. I would say that to you, but I would just say it in a different tone.
All right, buddy. No one cares.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you wouldn't say it to me like that.
DMC3 has the best arsenal for Dante, plus having 7 different styles is amazing. Okay, yeah. DMC3's styles, Quicksilver and Doppelganger were pretty fun.
Only reason DMC5 slaps, Sen DT.
Well, you have Majin DT in DMC2.
Does nothing. You hardly ever use it if you know how to play the game right.
What are you talking about?
You have to be in a near-death state to use it.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
I know,
so...
but still. It's still an option. Like, DMC2 was super unique in the Devil Triggers. That's what I like about it.
DMC1 was just as unique. They actually took away the uniqueness of DMC1.
It was not!
Yeah! Your DT changes per every single weapon.
That's also in DMC3! And it doesn't
Yes,
do
but which one had
anything.
it first?
You have more styles of DT in DMC2 than DMC1. In DMC1, all you had was...
How many of those do you use?
You have to use all of them for certain secret mission, or not secret missions, certain blue shards, and for certain levels.
You only have to use 2 of them. Realistically, you only have to use 2 of them.
Just the flying and the speed one.
Yeah, just the flying and the speed one. That's all you have to
still,
use. The rest of them don't matter.
But there's also the damage ones. Like there's the fire, there's the ice, and there's the lightning ones, which are
Fire,
all very
Ifrit.
unique.
Fire,
Okay,
Ifrit,
yes,
lightning,
Ifrit.
Alistair.
You have Alistair and you have the Sparta. Wow. You have only 3 that corresponds to the weapon you have.
Yeah, it corresponds to the weapon you have. You don't need to switch between them.
You have to switch regardless. Because you need to still
you have
do
to
the same
switch
kind of switching.
You have to switch regardless, but like it's based on the weapon. So you just switch your weapon.
And DMC3 also does that. You just look different. The only thing Devil Trigger does is enhance your attacks.
Alistair actually does lightning damage with
Alistair
DT.
is the only one you can fly with. So I guess that is one good thing about the Devil Triggers in DMC1. But still, it's just you only have like 3 different types. In DMC,
you
have let's see.
Yeah, you have more of them, but they're redundant.
Not really redundant.
You can just
for
put
certain
them.
enemies, they do a lot more damage and they help.
Sparta DT.
That's it.
I know, that's
the
what I
same.
said.
That's the same thing in
Sparta
DMC.
DT,
That's the same thing in DMC1.
Alistair and
You use Ifrit on the
Ifrit.
frost. It does more damage.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I never said you don't.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's redundant.
you.
Just put them on the weapon type.
Why are we arguing about DT rather than getting to the stream?
Because that's what the topic is about.
We have a beef. We have a beef to
a
settle.
little bit of beef to settle on this topic.
DMC.
We were gonna talk about
DMC4
this
is the best
anyways.
one. Pull up.
Crimson slaps
DMC4
hard,
is the best one.
plus the stat changes for each weapon.
Alright, I don't know.
You were gonna get to reacting to DMC5 is the most overrated game of all time.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I don't think it's the most overrated
Also, 'cause
action
we
game
waited
of
a
all
little bit.
time. It's probably the most overrated DMC game.
No,
for me,
I
like
would
DMC3
disagree with that.
Well, what other game is overrated in the DMC series?
I don't think it's overrated. I think it's fairly rated. It's a very strong conclusion. It's a very good game.
It's a good
Easily top 3.
conclusion, but it's just like people are saying DMC5 is always the best game, and people are saying this because they've never played the other 3 or the other 4.
That's not an issue with the game. It's just an issue with the fans.
Well, I guess you're right, actually, on that. Hold on, let me just read the rest of this.
I know what we get.
For me, I like
we got an hour
DT
23 to get.
A lot due to the different DTs for every weapon, plus it was designed by Kazuma Kaneko, an artist for the Shin Megami Tensei and Persona games. I did not know that, actually.
Not gonna lie, most overrated artists.
Shin Megami Tensei?
Objectively. No, not SMT. The artist.
Oh, the artist.
Most overrated, like... I'm not gonna say he's a one-trick pony because he could clearly do different styles. But the styles that like he does that are like super good are just one-trick ponies.
They still
it's
only
just
have DMC2. We still only have DMC2 as Lucy and Trish. Yeah. That's another thing, you get to play as Trish. Even though you get to do it in
DMC4?
I was about to say that, yeah. I want to say which from the Devil May Cry series is your favorite Devil Trigger design? DMC2 Majin. That's my favorite. Or, okay, either Majin or Shin Devil Trigger. If we got
Perfected DT.
I was actually, every single time I'm about to say something, you say exactly what I'm thinking. If they had Perfected DT
or
and
SDT,
DMC4, I would say DMC4 is my favorite. But anyways, alright, let's move on to the video now.
Devil May Cry 5.
I'll
The
admit
best
this,
way to
DMC2 is probably
summarize
one of the best art styles.
Let me turn up your stream volume real quick so I can hear what he's saying.
Let me turn up the game volume. That way, because I'm watching on Discord. That way I don't have that big of a delay.
Yeah, he's watching on Discord.
this game, it's probably the most overrated action game of all time. Now calm down. Before you go disliking the video and leaving me hate comments, at least hear me out and let me elaborate, okay? Devil May Cry 5 is still a decent game at the end of the day, and still does actually have a really good combat system, well, for the most part. But that's the thing, literally everything outside of the actual combat is literal pig vomit. From the atrocious—
Okay, it's not pig vomit. it's not my
It's
favorite ever.
not that bad. It's just
Yeah, like-
versatile in a strange way. That's
Yeah.
that's how I would say it if I were him.
Like they're treating this.
But
as
I'm
if,
not
like,
him. That's terrible and objectively incorrect position to take.
Yeah. And you know me, like even I think DMC5 is overrated, but it's not pig vomit. Jesus.
Okay, but your position that it's overrated is not a correct assumption to make.
Okay, we're gonna move on. I'll get to that later.
Just level design of walking down generic hallway number 545 to generic static flat combat arena number 369 to the muted and washed out colors and being forced to play as dog shit characters like V, which is literally, and I'm not even joking, nor is this an exaggeration, where you literally just spam both the square and triangle button at the same time, rotating the analog stick either up and down or in a circle to always achieve a triple S rank. Honestly, the more I play.
Okay, so I do want to say, the hallways part about running down constant hallways and always doing that is an issue with every single DMC game. Or not really an issue, but that's in every single DMC game.
That's an issue with every game.
Well, yeah, there's going to be parts where you're going to be walking down or running for a very long time. That's not just exclusive to DMC. And I
Resident
will say,
Evil.
Yeah, I do agree with his point.
God of
on,
War.
Literally all you have to do is just
Modern
summon
Warfare.
Nightmare, and press square and triangle. Or circle and
Darksiders.
triangle.
I don't. For me, honestly, he's not that bad of a character.
He's not that bad of a character. He's the
Yeah,
only
he's-
one of the few characters to beat Bloody Palace with. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah,
Like
he's
one
a
of the best
decent
characters,
character, if anything.
It's still Virgil.
So the way he's phrasing it, it's like, yeah, you have to do all those things for Dante, for Nero, for Trish, for Lady. Like, you have to do that. Like, are you just gonna forget now that like that's how you combo by mashing buttons and different like variations?
People don't like V in his gameplay and the Clyfoth, that's it. I don't have an issue with V. It's just V's gameplay is a little bit a little too straightforward. Or not too straightforward. It's very simple. Nero is not just straightforward. Like you have to do combos with Nero. He's very easy to use for combos. Mm-hmm. And then adding Nightmare is just overkill. Just spam his demon world destroying laser to vaporize everyone. Oh, absolutely. People will complain about anything. Bayonetta's like that? Yeah, I haven't played the Bayonetta game, so I wouldn't know, but most likely, yeah. I don't mind V gameplay. Well, I mean, your PvP is also V, so I would assume you like V the most. The Mega Man Buster Arm was cool. I like the Mega Man Buster Arm because I'm a huge Mega Man fan. I just don't like how it broke after you did one charge shot. Okay, bro. I main Virgil because I like winning. Mark, do you even know how to do combos with Virgil? Anyways, I'm playing. That's crazy statement. That is a crazy statement. Yeah. Alright, you want to say something? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, what the hell? Can you hear us? Can they hear us at all? You can hear the video. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me try this again.
Understand the position that like it's basically like DMC4, but it's downgraded in every like aspect. It's like, in what way?
Devil May Cry 5. The best
Alright, chat, can you hear that?
I mean, yeah.
Can't hear. Well, Max isn't talking right now. What the fuck? I can hear you. Can you hear the video at all?
way to summarize this game, it's probably the most overrated action game of all time. Now,
Jacob,
What the?
you should come out here real quick.
What's up?
I got a problem.
the best way to summarize this game, it's probably the most
What?
Yes, I can hear the video on your stream.
See what Jacob's doing. Oh, Jacob's AFK right now.
So far our story is very talked about. It's possible to be a chair, but I don't know when or how. See, the story is so far, Jack found it and told Teddy, and Teddy told me, and then I just told you, and now I'm trying to you. That's the story. Yeah, that's the only person that's done that. Or, but he hasn't been here since. No, it was Friday afternoon. How long has that been there for? He told me Friday afternoon. Jack, what did you see? Friday?
Jack told me like I think right before I went to eBay on Friday, right?
Well, I'll tell you this. I got back from Combo and packed up my bag. Because I grabbed like
Yeah, combo. Jack told me like right around after combo because it was between combo and when I went to my it is a chair.
It's gotta be a chair, right? Because it's in the round spot and the corner. But
That was already there before, though. I didn't notice it, though.
this is a chair. This is like actually the weirdest thing of all time.
Maybe Tommy's gonna be like, oh guys, I have something to tell you. I came in the other day.
My guess is but that's such a weird thing. My guess is it's not that actually. My guess it was like that. Like as it's falling, it's that. Like that, and then it fell. Something down, like that. It's like, that is maybe it was like, someone was like,
I guess it's time to wait.
I don't know, like,
Yeah.
like that. If I do this, and I'm like,
We had to deal with the hole in the wall. Okay, can y'all hear the video?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, so stream can hear it. Alright. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Alright, let's go back to that point.
No. Anyways, let me meet up.
Alright. You guys time to wait? Yeah, alright, we're back now.
the reoccurring into this and also comparisons further into the video. So again, calm down, little Tim. 1 is again just a downgrade of 4 again in nearly every aspect. I'd
down,
honestly
little
put 3.
Tim's.
Calm down.
That was the most corniest, downright unfunniest comment I have ever heard.
Absolutely no
Jesus
one laughed with him there.
Christ.
For an even 1 above 5. Maybe putting 1 above 5 is a hot take, I don't know. But DMC 1 is genuinely a better game. And like I have very little complaints about that game overall. I'll obviously get more into this and
I don't
also
know how he's
comparisons
not
further into the
complaining.
You
video.
have little
So again,
complaints
calm down.
about it 'cause you choose not to complain about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, he's just not saying anything about it. Like, all the issues he's having with DMC 5, if we're being technical, DMC 1 had those exact same issues, just worse. If we're really being technical. Oh, hello, Devil. Under the mail reaction? Wait, what do you mean by that? This is from Latina Parfait.
No, if it was on the mail, I would be making every single Batman in existence.
You could.
Or it's this game. Give me a moment.
Leave and rejoin.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I could literally walk up to a random dude and yell 6'7", and that would be way funnier than whatever the fuck calling people Little Timmy is.
You're like, okay, so calm down, little Timmy. My brother in Christ. You are not that guy.
You are not that funny. No offense, of course.
No, full offense. What the fuck?
Oh.
Damn, having DMC 1 above DMC 5 is wild. Exactly. I am under the position that DMC 1 is my least favorite game. It's my least favorite. I don't know if it's the worst. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I think DMC 2 is the worst of all the games.
I think
But it's
DMC
DMC.
Reboot's the worst.
Well, I'm talking about mainline mainly.
Oh. If we're talking mainline, then yeah, absolutely DMC2 is one of the worst.
Mm-hmm. But yes, DMC 2 is the worst, but it is my favorite for a bunch of different reasons. They have similar shit takes in. Oh yes, they do. This guy, I don't even know if this guy's a DMC fan at all, because I have not seen any other DMC 5 or DMC vids from this guy at all. One is good, but it has jankiness. It does have a little bit of jankiness. I also really do not like the fact that you cannot level switch. So that's why you always need to have one save before the Moondus boss fight, so you can just replay that. Never save after that. Let's see. Please don't say 6-7. Goodness. What is 6-7? I feel like an unk. If you don't know what that is, good.
It's
No, we're under the mail.
literally just some random kid yelling 6'7" at a basketball game. That's the whole context behind it.
It's so stupid. Hello, Rayan. No more under the mail, please. Yeah, no.
I don't even know how people find that funny.
Honestly, we just say it because it's satirical. But yeah. Alright.
Little Timmy, before you dislike my video, because we both know your ass's first DMC game was 5, and that seems to be the reoccurring theme with 5 Glazers, is that if it's your first DMC game you have played, you unironically believe it's better than the rest, despite literally never playing any of the other games. It's the same thing with the Monster Hunter World, or even for the non-existent and extinct Monster Hunter Wilds Glazers. You know, Capcom makes new game that appeals heavily to the West and the modern audience. Well, that's the best game in the series now, obviously, and the older games are just quote-unquote outdated, dude, which is just a term that is thrown around for any older game at this point and has lost all of its fucking meaning and definition, okay? Let's be honest.
Real talk.
So once you
Okay, yeah, so I agree with him there. There are a bunch of people who will just say DMC 5 is the best game because it's the most modern one, and they have not even played the other DMC games, which that actually does piss me off quite a bit, which would also probably piss you off
Okay,
as well.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
How does that sound?
Welcome back,
Bring it up?
Max.
Welcome back, Max.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? Alright, yeah, for the Under the Mail, if we were reacting to Under the Mail, I would not live down the Batman porn comment he made.
On
It
Twitter?
would just be me making jokes of him. Yeah, so he did a video on Batman Arkham Knight and effectively called it the suit up sing Batman porn
What the fuck?
because it was a cinematic. Yeah, because it was a cinematic suit up.
It's just suiting up, it's not porn. DMC 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 gameplay wise. For OG story wise, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, maybe. Story wise, I would say DMC 3 is a little bit better than DMC 5, just because we get to see more of Dante and Virgil. But that's just personal preference. 5 up the floor and ceiling for gameplay. DMC 4 has a low floor and an infinite ceiling. 3 has great gameplay and has some interesting mechanics too. 2 has some great things in environmental combos, and 1 has cool stuff, but it's limiting your combo potential. See, with the combo potential,
Wait,
it's just
he
that the enemies keep getting launched so far. Same issue with DMC 2.
For what? DMC 4?
He's just talking about gameplay wise and just the game in and of itself. That's what Devil's saying, which I actually do agree with.
Oh yeah. Okay. So for 1, it's like I can always get like a combo, and it doesn't matter the difficulty. For 2, they're always launched. So it's like I have to run up and like be janky with my movements, or
You
so.
have to just combo cancel, or like you have to stop before the
Yeah,
third hit,
and it's
which is a little
and
annoying,
it's
I
like-
will admit.
It's like I understand that because like you want us to do combo cancels. That's like what you found out about the first game. Sure thing then, but give us weapons where like it's appropriate to use. Rebellion should be used to end combos or to do like a full-fledged combo, not to do a combo cancel. That's more so for like a weapon that's very up close. Keep the swords you had for long, medium, short distance. Right? Remove the one that's a short distance and put in like gauntlets or put in like daggers. That would be good.
I remember. He hates he hates Nico and doesn't like the free gold orb. It's not like accepting a free discount on food. Does he actually complain about that? This is quite literally just the whole "oh, my steak is too juicy and my lobster's too buttery" type analogy.
And my beer is too cold.
My kids are touching me beer without me asking. Help.
The only thing that DMC5 did was just give you free logins because like you could, I think you can you? Actually no, they took away the item shop. It's because they basically barred out buying items.
You can't buy gold orbs anymore.
You can't buy, no, you can't buy anything.
You can buy blue orbs and purple orbs.
In DMC5?
In DMC5, yeah. That's how you get 2 of them.
Oh, right.
Or 4
yeah, I forgot. That's how you buy them. But what I mean by that is like you can't buy anything else. Mm-hmm. There is no holy water. There's nothing like that. There hasn't been like a holy water in a hot minute.
Yeah,
because they took it out of DMC2. They stopped at DMC4, right? So they took it out of 2 of the 5 games. So like it hasn't been in. It's been in there for a hot minute, and it's been out of there for a hot minute, right? Also because like they took out a lot of the other stuff, like the invincibles, right? And they made it just very rewarding for you. How should I put it? They made it very rewarding for you to kill enemies because they're more likely to drop green herbs. So like, why would they have the star system if they are more likely to drop green herbs? Yeah. Right? They got rid of the DMC4 Pride system, which is okay. I thought the Pride system was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was what it was, right? So like, if they took out quite a bit of the stuff, right? How else would you get gold orbs? Like repeatedly if there's hardly any in the missions. Yeah, you don't need to go out and find them. Hey, you don't need to find them. There's no reason to get mad or like dislike that they're giving you gold orbs, especially when they up the limit to 999. They upped the limit.
Yeah. Should have shown under the mayo the Batman and Robin suit up, George Clooney Batman. DMC2 has time mechanics and analog combos too for shotgun. I actually haven't used the shotgun.
Vendetta is OP, so I've never used Vendetta. Not even when I play DMD, I've never used Vendetta because like.
Aren't they all the same weapon?
So
some of them do more damage than the others. Just a little bit though.
Yeah, then I've never noticed it. Because I know the range is. I know the range is apparently bullcrap. Apparently they all have the same range.
They do. The sword, the devil arms in that game, they're all the same.
They're all the same. It's like I understood that maybe one of them might do more damage, but like I've never noticed it. So like,
the guidebook claims they have more damage. But it's so
the game claims.
Notice it.
The game says that as well, but it's like...
The game actually says they do more damage?
Well, no, the game says about, like, the range, and then, like, they might do, like... It was something like that, but, like, it's so little, it's... The damage, I've never noticed it, but the range. The range is non-existent for all of them. It's like, there's no difference between them. Like, I've always just chosen Rebellion because, like, it's the first one. I don't have to go out of my way to get it.
Proud Souls were asked, let's not lie, I made Red Orbs semi-redundant.
No. Because quite a bit of the Proud, they basically made it to where you can use Red Orbs. Before, in DMC3, DMC2, DMC1, you had to choose between upgrading a weapon and upgrading Dante and then buying something from the shop. Proud Source just made it to where you were always guaranteed to have a new ability and something to buy in the shop.
Yeah.
So they I would argue the Proud Soul system was great.
I liked it.
It is what it is. I loved it because it was just like, hey, if if I ever needed to, on DMD or Son of Sparta, right, difficulty, right, or the Dark Knight difficulty, on any one of those, if I ever needed, like, to buy a holy water, I wasn't gonna have to choose between buying a holy water or buying an ability or an upgrade. It was always gonna be the same thing. I could always, like, spend it between the two.
The damage is stacked with DT2, and Merciless deals 30% less damage than Vendetta. Vendetta is a 30% increase from Merciless and around a 15 from Rebellion, which Rebellion is standard range and damage. Okay, so Rebellion is just the middle of the two.
I've never noticed a 50%. Not gonna lie, never noticed it.
To be fair, I haven't noticed the damage increases that much because I've yet to upgrade all the swords in DMC2 because the amount of red orbs you get in that game is so little. I need to constantly go back to mission 11 and shoot those fire bats in the lava.
So all I've ever noticed was maybe like a one-hit difference from Rebellion and from Rebellion and Vendetta, but like that's about it.
Yeah.
Even in DT, it's like that's about it. It's just no, especially in DT, it's like a one-hit difference. It's like I've never bothered because like I could combo with Rebellion. It's just, I don't like the cancel combo.
Well, for me, most of the time when I'm in DT, I don't even use the Y or triangle attack. I just use my guns in DT. Because you get more
I will say
out of
this,
it.
I was weird. I used the SMG.
There's nothing wrong with that. I love the SMGs. They just do a lot less damage.
Without DT, of course. In DT, I just use Ebony and Ivory.
Man,
For sure.
hit us with the Are You Sure?
Dude, why is this so low quality?
That's what makes it
Is it on
funnier.
purpose?
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness. I thought it was my headset like being weird. I was gonna be like, oh no!
No, I should have told you it was just regular quality. What are you talking about? I would have to choose.
No.
I
between
would have
upgrading
destroyed my
abilities.
headphones. Would have atomized them. Okay, well, you're not gonna get me anymore now that I know. Okay?
Perhaps we should change our voices to low quality.
I would have to
between
choose
upgrade and
okay,
abilities or
okay.
extra health DT increase when using red orbs only. Well, yeah, because red orbs is the only thing you can get it with. But
Yeah.
All right, here, let's move on. Now.
That's with red orbs.
Boot up this game, you're greeted with a login.
You won't really notice it till max upgrades as well as paying attention to enemy HP pools. Are using offense hard and such. Guns in 2 are good. Also, DMC1 guns are strongest in the series unless. So
Yeah.
I
do use offensive heart
for DMC2. Yeah. Mainly,
I use the offensive heart. It's just like one hit. It's the most I've noticed.
No, I mean in DMC2, yeah. I think DMC2 focused mainly on guns. That's what they were going on because that's where you had the most unique guns in the entire series. Well, okay, you could argue DMC5 had the most unique guns since you have more abilities. But either which way.
DMC4, Pandora.
Well, Pandora only had like 6 different modes.
6 different modes, Ebony and Ivory, and the shotgun.
Was Lucifer a devil arm or a gun?
It was a devil arm, but it was basically both.
It was, oh, okay, that's what I thought. Doing Faust or Kalina Kalina spam in 5.
Yeah, Faust's meter.
Well, to be fair, it takes a lot of red orbs from you. I've only used it like once or twice.
If you don't have at least in the hundreds of millions, I don't know what you're doing.
It's just because I'm trying to spend or not spend. I'm trying to get the special emotes in DMC5. I'm trying to get all those.
Yeah, you have it already.
No, I only have it for everyone except for V. DMC5,
okay.
DMC1 guns are uncapped for spamming. They also deal the most damage in 1 in any other game. Plus grenade launcher cancels 2. I didn't actually know that DMC1 guns do the most damage. I thought it was DMC2.
Well, no, it's because in DMC2 they're more easily staggered.
Well, yeah, true.
Also because like you could cheese the game. I will say this: the enemy AI just allows you to just cheese it with the weapons.
They just fly.
Even on DMD. Even on DMD.
My personal favorite gun in DMC1 was Nightmare, honestly.
I've beaten the game in like 4 hours. In one night with guns.
You can spam Kalina and rockets in 5 with no delay by swapping between the launchers fast enough. Yeah, I actually did notice that glitch. It's just, I don't really use Kalina and that much. I mainly use Faust and, what is it, Ebony and Ivory?
Ebony and Ivory.
Alright.
You like to use Rainstorm, don't you?
Cannot confirm nor deny. Anyways.
bonus
worry, I
because
did.
we
I did.
obviously need a login bonus for a single player
No,
fucking
but one
game.
game
Which,
manual
let's
and
just be
cooling
real,
all
okay?
stars and
Let's
like
just
a
be
high grade
honest.
2
It's
for 1.
quite stupid. But that's not
Oh,
even the
that's
worst
pretty
part of
cool.
it, okay? The worst part is
I
that
know,
they
that's
removed
like-
all
The
items
The
in
worst
this
part
game.
is
Okay, you
you're
guys
not even
remember
being
vitals.
honest at all.
Man's just lying. Straight up
Okay,
lying.
alright then. So let me put this in perspective. I already talked about this. They have increased the drops for green orbs. It would be redundant to bring vital stars.
It's just pointless.
If there's like a 10 enemy encounter, I think the statistics was 5 to 6 enemies will drop green orbs. Even on DMD.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm be right back. I need to use the restroom real quick.
Alright, you're good. We'll wait for him to come back. I continue, guys. It's funny. I may be back later on. Have a good stream, guys. Okay, yeah. See you later, Devil. But yeah, you could definitely send that to us.
DMC2 does more.
I would love to see that.
Well, maybe I'm just thinking just like the DMC2 felt so easy for me. I don't know. I'm weird.
Virgil Glitch Go Burr. Which one are you talking about?
Oh,
There were a
have a good
couple
day,
Virgil glitches. No, DMC 1 do more damage. You could see.
I've
Cheesy
never
Griffin
cheesed Ebony.
DMD with Ebony and Ivory. Actually,
I've never
with
cheesed him with Ebony and
in
Ivory.
Griffin's fight, I mainly used Alistair DT just to shock him to death.
I didn't even do that. You guys are
you
doing
do?
too much. I just hit him with the grenade I just hit him with the grenade launcher. When he got down low enough, I hit him with Vortex, and then I just like did a charged up after it hit. And that typically does the D. It typically does the D.
I guess yeah, that works too. I mean, I think with me, I try to use Nightmare the most just because I just love the design of the gun. But it wasn't probably the best gun in the game.
It was really unique. I will say that.
It was unique.
See, Nightmare is rendered in the original.
The one that gives you insane amounts of red orbs in Mission 1 against the plant. Which game? I don't actually remember which one that was. Against the plant?
DMC2?
Unless you're talking
Plant? Are you talking about the Quai Fog?
In DMC 5.
Not in DMC4. No, that's not the first mission. First mission is against Dante,
Or
technically.
in DMC 4 Mission 1, that was fighting Dante.
DMC1 is just going through Malay Island. There is no plan.
And
DMC2,
plant.
there was no plan. You just jumped
Oh,
down.
in 5, okay, so you can get... Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that. There was a glitch where you can, in a DMC 5 with Virgil, you could get like negative red orbs or something. You have an infinite amount. I know Ghoul's done that glitch.
I haven't. I just ran through the Bloody Palace too many times to count. I got it on my red orbs.
I have a small confession to make about DMC 5.
What?
When you are going... I want to dare every single one of you to try not to laugh at this. Go ahead. After I finished DMC 4, I remember because I bought the special edition for DMC 4, I had like all the red orbs so I could instantly upgrade Nero to the max without the whole special shards. In DMC 5, I thought it was going to be similar to DMC 4 and DMC 3. So me being the dumbass that I was, I bought with actual money, I bought like the million red orbs like 10 times. So I spent like $20 on red orbs. Meanwhile, not knowing about
stupid.
Mission 11 or something with Dante, you can just spam Gunslinger Dr. Faust and just get like that same amount in less than 10 minutes. I was dumb.
I mean,
I was dumb. You all can laugh at me for that. I laugh at myself to this day. 20 clams down the drain.
I mean, just play. Just play.
I took the lazy mentality and I wanted my characters to be upgraded all the way to the max.
Okay,
Like
I'm
Mission
back.
1. Welcome back. You luckily missed out on my stupid story of me spending
This man spent
money on
$20 worth of red orbs
on DMC
on DMC5 because
That was
he
when I
didn't want to
started
grind for them.
again. I didn't realize you could, because I was starting DMC5 again.
Just buy the special edition.
Okay, alright. Dying to the Door in DMC is not that bad. Not that
Just
bad.
buy the special edition. It's not that hard.
I did buy the special edition. It's just I wanted all my characters to max. Because DMC5, you use a lot of red orbs.
This is an automatic sun moment.
It is. This is a Felon Musk and Sun moment combined.
Elon Musk, I'm
I mean,
crying.
not the worst thing I did.
What did you do?
When I originally played DMC3, I was just like, man, I don't want to deal with any of this. So, kind of just inputted the cheat code.
I actually
To
do not
unlock
know any
everything.
of the cheat codes in DMC3. I've never used cheat codes. So
But there's
I
really
can't say
only
anything there.
one to unlock everything. It's just like, I did not want to deal with getting at least 1 hour gameplay as Nilo Angelo. So I just did the unlock all, and then played as Nilo Angelo in DMD.
Okay. Anyways, LMAO nowhere near as bad as Dying to the Door in DMC. Oh, well, when you stand up.
Yeah. It's not that
I've
bad. I mean, if you
never
get
had that
cornered,
issue.
like, it's understandable.
My biggest issue was actually those things in DMC4. I don't remember the name of them, but like when you stand still, they just teleport.
Yes,
to
you
another
are
dimension.
indeed on time. Anyways, let's quit. Let's quit this. Let's continue.
Yeah. Oh, hello, not alive. Anyways.
stars, which would heal you up, or devil stars that would refill your devil trigger, or how about holy water, which would nuke all
White
the
orbs.
enemies on the screen. Yep, all deleted and gone,
Not
despite
required.
literally
Most of the
being
enemies
in
are
every
need to be-
single
Don't need
DMC
them in
game
DMC
prior.
5.
Despite how badly I talk about the shitty reboot, at least that game still had vital stars and devil stars at the end of the day. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, that's a good thing then, so now you actually have to learn the game and can't just cheese each boss with like 30 vital stars and
think
10
this guy
holy waters
realizes how
saved up.
easy it
Wrong.
is to get
Completely
devil
fucking
trigger
wrong.
dodge.
Because now instead of
in,
having to
DMC5.
open up a menu and select the healing item, which was actually strategic since if you were low on HP and so was the boss, you had to make the decision, okay,
This
should I,
guy's gameplay
waste the
hurts my
healing item so I
soul.
can guarantee beat
He
this
does not
boss,
know
or
how
try
to
to
play
beat the
Dante.
boss without healing with the possibility of dying and having to start the entire fight all over again? Well, that decision making is
Got you.
completely removed in DMC5 in place for, I'm not even joking, infinite lives, infinite continues. You die, well, you just waste the gold orb, which you probably have at least a dozen,
anyone have
probably
their
maybe even
characters in
triple
DMC?
fucking digits at this point of them, and just
Wait,
replenish
wait.
your health
Jacob.
completely and your
Oh, go ahead.
There's something with your mic.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Well, okay, that was the video. That was the video.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Oh.
it's either an issue with the video, or like it's an issue with you streaming it. So rewind and let's try it out.
Okay, wait.
devil.
Rewind like
Infinite
30 seconds.
continues. You die, well, you just waste
Hold on. Let me leave and come back. It could be acting weird.
Anyways, let me talk about that. So you hate the fact that you have like gold orbs when you die, which give you the exact same. Like they didn't change any of the systems with the gold orbs. Oh, the only thing that they did was just add a way for you to buy effectively a gold orb when you die. That's all they. That's all they changed. Also, just I hate using this as a real criticism, but like.
Go ahead.
Get good. It's just skill issue. If you're gonna play a hack and slash game and then complain, moan that the game forces you to actually play it the way it's intended to be played, i.e. to learn the system, know how to use the weapons, know the enemy patterns, right? If you're gonna complain about that, don't play the game. It's literally just the issue of skill issue. This is so like it's like playing a game for Miyazaki, like playing any of the Souls from games or any Soulsborne, any Souls like anything like that.
Dark
Playing
Souls 3.
any of those games, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, Code Vein, even like playing any of the games, right? Anything like it. Complaining that the game is hard. And then complaining that, hey, this other game in the sequel, like let's just say with Code Vein 2. In Code Vein 1, let's just say they added a system for you to heal yourself mid-game that you had to buy, you had to purchase, instead of them giving you just outright heals, as they do in Code Vein. And then in Code Vein 2, they just say, hey, you're not going to be able to buy, like, those type of full heals.
Yeah.
But instead, if you die, we're gonna give you this specific type of currency that it still operates the same way. Or when you die, we're just gonna allow you to like basically purchase one of those. We're just gonna remove the cap limit on them and then basically let you purchase one of those. But every single fight you get into, you have the opportunity to effectively come out almost fully healed, if not fully healed. There is a no-brainer. It is not that big of a deal. It's not that much of an issue.
It
Also,
really
skill
isn't.
issue.
Another thing I want to mention about this guy, he's complaining about the devil stars and the healing and all that stuff, and like, oh, you don't get to buy these orbs. Does this
CA guy?
forget?
Don't know what you mean.
I don't know who that is.
No, I was just taking a read the chat. Yeah.
No, yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
chat.
He is complaining. Yeah, he is complaining for the
I
sake
don't
of
know. I don't know why he's complaining about that if super characters exist. Like that just solves all of his issues.
To be exact, like super characters have not healed you since DMC3 and then DMC1, and even in those games, it's like one specific costume. That is it.
Yeah.
Only reason why it does it in DMC3 is because it's a carryover. They literally just ported the model from DMC1. It's the only reason why it still heals you. So like,
Especially of those DMC fans that complain about DMC5 music not being DMC and only like DMC3 and 4. I love DMC5 music. I don't know why people complain about it.
it's only like one song. It's just subhuman. And the only issue I have.
Free the Light,
Crimson
Devil
Cloud,
Trigger.
Devil Trigger, yeah, all those.
Silver Bullet,
Silver Bullet, yeah.
Yeah,
Bee's theme, Crimson Cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What else?
The only issue I have with Subhuman is just that it's a little too dark for
yeah,
Dante.
not to mention you can customize themes to where instead of just listening to the DMC5 soundtracks, you could listen to the
DMC3
soundtracks for
Yeah,
certain
exactly.
characters you play.
Like I have Devil Trigger
Virgil's
playing-
battle
or
thing.
not Devil Trigger. I have Devil's Never Cry
Yeah.
Taste of Blood.
for Dante in DMC5.
And that's not even DMC3. That's the DMC1 select.
Yeah.
That's the HD. It's rearranged. So like, there's no issue here. But like even then, I think Subhuman, the first release was a little too heavy for Dante. The second one is a bit easier on the ears, and like I can actually hear myself think and vibe with the music.
I don't actually hear the first.
I just
version,
don't
so
hear
I
music.
know.
Both of them are great. I will say that. I don't like people that say like it's not a good song or it's like it's not a good like it's only a good song. No, it's a pretty good song. It's a very great song actually. Just
Something
They don't
is
acknowledge
probably one of my
DMC
favorite DMC
Yeah.
songs. They don't acknowledge DMC 1 or 2. I mean, DMC
Yeah.
1 and 2's music were pretty similar, not gonna lie.
Oh wait. Also, his complaint that he has about like vital stars don't matter because when you pop a gold orb, when you buy the equivalent of a gold orb, mind you, it gives you more benefits than just getting a vital star. It does nothing. The outcome is still the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't even bring you to the death menu. It's like, do you want to use the gold orb?
You just sit there and you're on your knees and you're like, oh, use a gold orb?
Yeah, and like there's less of a delay than in DMC3, DMC2, DMC1, and DMC4. It's way less of a delay actually.
So they're actually helping him more. This
Yeah,
guy's still
so
complaining.
it's like I don't like the system. The system like has only improved with this specific thing, and it grants you even more stuff because it gives you a full bar of DT. I don't care. Me no likey.
Virgil's Divine Hate for DMC5. I
Taste
think-
of Blood, better.
Oh, okay. I think DMC4 OST is very middling out of the main games. I think
Would
Time Has
disagree.
Come and So Have I is probably the best DMC4 game or song.
Time has come, so have I. Sworn Through Swords is peak. Like just practically all the songs are actually great.
I've never actually had an issue with any DMC song, honestly.
What about
No,
the
great.
DMC Pachinko songs?
Pachinko songs?
Those are peak. Those are the best.
haven't
That is
listened
the
to the whole
best.
lot.
I would.
the DMC4 ones specifically.
Yeah. I would argue
yeah.
they are the best album. Best album.
DMC4 Pachinko.
Burnin'. Yeah. Burnin' Hell. Burnin' Hell is probably the best one. Probably the best one.
Yeah.
If not the last. Last is up there. It's either Burnin' Hell or Last as being the top, as being number one.
Okay, let's continue.
Entire fight all over again. Well, that decision making is completely removed in DMC5 in place for, I'm not even joking, infinite lives, infinite continues. You die, well, you just waste a gold orb, which you probably have at least a dozen, probably maybe even triple fucking digits at this point of them, and just replenish your health completely and your devil trigger. There's no real consequence to using 20 continues on a single boss or mission other than, wow, bro, I got a
Yes.
D rank. Wow, who the fuck cares? There's no sense of failing or losing
guy
since
is-
again,
That's
you
the same
basically
thing
get
that would
infinite gold
happen if
orbs,
you
and
had
even
to
if you run
stars.
out, which is pretty much impossible since they give you so
I
many.
don't know
But
what
yeah,
this
if
guy's
you run out
complaining
of
about.
gold orbs
The stuff he's
somehow, you can just
complaining
use
about,
red orbs to buy even
there's-
more
he's
extra
talking about the
lives.
solution.
You can even buy the red orbs for real money. Gotta love modern day Capcom, am I right? You know, literally pay to fucking win. But yeah,
I
this
don't
wasn't a
wanna see those
problem or
What?
issue in the previous games
What?
since you were limited to a total of 3 gold orbs, not fucking infinite. But yeah, enough complaining about the shitty continue
When?
system. Let's
Wait. Are you gonna complain about the continuous? Complain about the stars, which, if used properly, grant you the exact same thing. In fact, they're even worse because there's less of a consequence to use them. They don't lower your rank as much as using a gold orb in DMC5.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about talk about disingenuous and just in general.
I was about to say that.
Talk
yeah.
about being a retard.
Retard alert. Surprisingly, Infested Chopper's theme is good as well. I don't actually remember Infested Chopper's theme that well.
I will say I do like the DMC2. It's just I love DMC4, DMC5 OST. I think if I were to rank them just based on the individual songs, forget Buried the Light. Cerberus theme, King Cerberus in DMC5
King Cerberus is
Probably-
something else.
probably beats anything in DMC2. I would actually argue beats anything in the original or like matches Sworn Through Swords for DMC4. Because Burial's theme probably the hardest hitting DMC4 boss. Like even more so than Sworn Through Swords and Lock and Loaded and Black and Angel. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. And let's continue.
hit the new game button.
You were saying? Okay.
Wait. No, continue. I stopped.
And
Go
wow,
ahead.
would you look at that? It's Morrison from the Devil May Cry anime. No, not that shitty Netflix one, but the old one. Wait, but what's this? Oh my god, like he seems to have gotten an increase in melanin. Like I don't know, which I'm sure I'm already pissing, somebody off
That's
out there
wild.
for bringing this up
That is
and
a
mentioning
wild
it. But
statement
why did they
there.
race swap
least-
him? Because
at least
DMC
he
has
has
no
that
black
past,
characters.
bro.
Is that why?
He's
So
got the
Capcom,
past.
in their infinite wisdom of appealing to the West, and the woke dipshits race swapped a white fucking character. I guess
okay.
Trish doing.
I'm not gonna get into this because like
We're gonna get
I don't
canceled if you speak
particularly
your
care.
opinions.
if I state my opinion, both sides are gonna come for me. But I'm just gonna say this: why complain about that?
It's just
I think
why-
actually no. I think the actual reason why they did that was because they couldn't have someone like motion capture him. Because a guy that does Morrison's voice is too old to do motion capture. That guy is ancient.
Mhm.
Also, he's white. If you're gonna complain about that, complain about why they have a white voice actor doing a black character's role
Yeah.
instead of just getting someone. It's just like, what?
Should have made Morrison say the word. Would have been very controversial there. He's a black guy, but
Yeah,
he's saying the
I
word.
would just say all. Yeah, I would just say like all of them are great. All the OCs are great.
I never had an issue with Morrison, honestly.
I don't care that he's white or that he's black. I don't really care.
As long as it's Morrison.
They could. As long as there's someone named Morrison, it could literally just be that Morrison's name is just a nickname. It's just a handle.
I honestly
And
thought
if
that's
he's
what it was.
if that's the case, then this guy is screwed for saying that. It's just like, oh, I didn't know. It's just like, why complain about it? You don't know. You don't know the exact reasons why.
Isn't this considered a retcon? Not really a retcon per se. It's just a change
Technically,
up.
so. I mean, technically, it is like if you're gonna be using the word to like to what it's held to, it is a retcon. But like, it plays no narrative role whether or not plays no narrative role whether or not Morrison's white or black. So I would just say it's just like a change in general, not specifically a retcon.
Morrison isn't the
But
most
yeah.
important, like, changing part of the story. It's not gonna matter what they do to him.
At least his race isn't. Or no, I wouldn't say it's a retcon because there's no narrative role to play. Race.
Black Morrison
He
is
doesn't have an
superior than
episode.
White Morrison. Mangler and Zim can agree. Fair.
I disagree. I think because I just love the anime. I like how he played it. He was very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really matter because it just doesn't change much.
I just thought Morrison in the Madhouse anime was funny. It's just like, the
Funny,
moment
but-
he gets free from being tied up with Patty's mom, he's like, oh damn, now you're giving me more requests after Donkey comes back from the dead.
He's funny, he does like he actually plays a role in the sense that like, hey, like he's there to take Patty out of the building. Like, hey, like he's willing to even die and sacrifice himself. It's like, yeah, that guy's goated.
And it was also really funny how the moment Patty starts running inside the burning building, Morrison just like, oh, he always gives me all the hard work, and he's just running into the building as well.
Yeah, that's why.
As someone who's black, I don't care as long as their core values aren't changed, unless their race is more important to the story. Yeah, Capcom was not forcing us. It was not doing like some Last of Us type shit, where it's like, oh, Morrison's black now, so that's the main issue of the story. The main story wasn't even about Yurzin. It was about Morrison's skin color changing.
Morrison's melatonin has changed the melatonin.
Did
Morrison's
you just say melatonin?
I said melatonin. I said melatonin, not melatonin, but melatonin. But I don't say Morrison's skin color has reality warped the the demon road into bringing Virgil back because he hates black people. Ergo, Virgil's racist.
Virgil is racist. Chat confirmed. He's bland in the anime, and I will stand by. Heresy. How dare you say that?
Actually, actual heresy. That's something I would fight you on.
Bland.
I wouldn't say he's. I would say so. I would say he's generic, right? Like in the sense that like there's a lot of people you could put in his position, right? Like how should I put it? Sort of like a generic protagonist, right? Like they have like a specific mode, they play a specific role, right? Like sort of like it's the generic archetype. I will say that he's generic, but not bland.
Yeah. All right.
Generic. I mean, bland implies that he's not good at it. Generic just implies he's just playing a traditional role, a basic role. That's good.
All right. Let's continue.
Blackface in Devil May Cry 4 wasn't good enough for them. But yeah, for any retards who think I'm just being a nitpicky little bitch right now, I'm not. Because around this time, and in case anybody has forgotten, was when Capcom started appealing much harder to the West, with games like Monster Hunter World releasing the previous year, and in January 2019 they released Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is where they heavily toned down Claire, made her much more of a girl boss and giving her a more vulgar and sailor mouth.
I swear to God, my brother's scars.
Can you put us?
Don't listen to him, he's shit. I'll get you, you fucker!
An awful, terrible, horrible thing to say.
And when did Devil May Cry 5 release again? Oh yeah, that's right, just a few fucking months later. Coincidence? Obviously not. We don't believe in coincidences, okay?
Propose?
That is a mouthful.
Okay. So if you're gonna talk about Monster Hunter World, I will fight you on this Monster Hunter World. I loved it. It was a great game. What objectively the best release, period. If you're gonna talk about Resident Evil 2, giving Claire a potty mouth, when originally she's meant to be like, I can tell he has not watched the animated films. It hurts. Claire is very much okay with having a potty mouth if you watch the animated films. Secondly, the entire point of DMC was to appeal to the West. This man clearly did not know that this game was dubbed first instead of subbed in DMC3 and in DMC4. So they changed nothing in their appeal process. This is just lying for the sake of lying. You are indeed a conspiracy theorist.
Alright, anyways.
I'm sure I'll get people in the comments calling me a racist for noticing the patterns for bringing this up. But yeah, moving on. We are then introduced to our 3 protagonists of this game and 3 playable characters, that being Dante, who has been pushed to the sidelines since 4, in favor of our new protagonist, Nero, and also Rodney Radke from Falling in Reverse,
He's not been pushed to the
So we
sidelines.
started the game as Nero, much like in Devil May Cry 4, but this time he's missing his arms since some hooded figure from Organization 13 grabbed Nero's devil arm and tossed his ass across the room, which I don't know, I feel like this is just kind of stupid, you know, I'll just be honest. Like, Nero has to beat all those demons in 4 and kick all of that, you know, demon ass, and he just gets his arm grabbed so easily, gets his buster arm taken because he was caught off guard. Like, give me a break, I'm not buying it. This is just dog shit writing right here, which I won't go like super into the story since I don't really care too much about it, nor do I really like it that much if I'm going to be honest. Also, you'll notice Nero mentions Kyrie from DMC4, which he'll actually call and talk to her a few times throughout the game.
Hey, you two! Dinner's ready!
Be right there.
Nero? Is that you, Nero? Did something happen?
Kyrie.
However, you never actually get to see her. I guess Capcom was too lazy to model Kyrie into DMC5, but maybe that's more so a blessing in disguise with how ugly and how horribly they butchered Trish and Lady, especially from their DMC4 designs, which again ties back into the Morrison and
Wait,
This was the beginning of
no.
Here, let's let him finish, actually. I want to see what he's saying. Oh, he's gonna.
Okay, that's
it. And then we'll rip into it.
Okay, let's go.
And their uglification of women. Like, it clearly hasn't taken full effect just yet, but you can see the slow changes that were taking place between the games, all the way coming up to the modern year of 2025. Like, they could have so easily shown Kyrie at the end of the game, but they didn't. Like, you compare the ending credit sequence of, like, 4 and 5, and it's night and day. In 4, Nero has to save his, woman Kyrie and has to protect her from taking damage from the demons. And in 5, the ending credits is you on a generic street, which you've literally been on for a third of the game fighting demons. Wow, how interesting, how amazing. Like, they could have integrated Kyrie into the story to have Nero have to fight for something and just have that on the line. But yeah, no, Kyrie alone is enough to make this an inferior version to 4. Let's just be real, okay? Let's keep it a $1.33. Kyrie is a top-tier waifu and is the ideal woman. Let's just be real.
No, everything Latina Parfait he says is based and correct.
But anyway, since you get your Devil Bringer taken and...
Okay, yep.
Technically, he's not wrong.
For Kyrie?
Yeah.
I mean...
Okay, I disagree.
yeah,
Okay, so going to the comment, every game since 1 has been dubbed in English first. So, I think 1 actually had them both, like, they dubbed and subbed it at the same time. Same thing for 2. Or, like, they were practically, like, produced around the same time. DMC3 was the one where it was notable. The English was finished first by more time than the subbed, if I remember correctly. And then the same thing happened with 4 and 5. Actually, no, with 5 it was sort of to like 1 and 2. But 4 and 3 did follow, like, hey, like, they were heavily leaning into the Western market. You could tell this because when DMC4 came out, it was supposed to compete with Call of Duty. Like, they literally geared it up to compete with Call of Duty. So DMC3 and 4, because they were also leaning more to the West, of course they would spend more time dubbing it first rather than subbing it as well. But that's the case. The game would not handle the thickness, yeah. So getting into them butchering the model, if we're gonna talk about Lady
was not butchered.
I don't know. Oh, Lady in no way she. I would actually argue Lady got an upgrade.
I would say so,
Mommy.
yeah.
I would say she got a bit of a glow up, if anything.
Exactly.
She looks.
Well, I mean,
with a very realistic, mind you, this is the only time they have attempted a realistic, like, because this is based on the RE engine. This is the only time they went for like a realistic model.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lady looks great. Mommy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lady's amazing.
DMC
I don't care what anyone says.
DMC5 Trish. I don't know why, but I will admit she does look kind of like a crackhead. Maybe it's just the color palette. Putting that aside, she in no way, shape, or form looks uglier. Or uglier.
Uglier.
No way, shape, or form does she doesn't look uglier. She doesn't look fugly. Right? No way, shape, or form.
She looks fine.
DMC4, I will admit, DMC4, she doesn't even look that good. The model we should all be thirsting over is the POC model. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, from last stream, or the stream before last stream.
Yes. Yeah.
saw POC
The POC model.
Oh.
The POC model is actually something to thirst over. She objectively looks the best. All right then.
Yeah.
Trish has never stolen any limelight from any of the other female protagonists in terms of looks. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
At least in my opinion.
Madhouse.
Proceeds to lie. Nah, I'm joking.
I would argue Lady has looked just as good. DMC2, Lucia. DMC1, there was no other like female protagonist. DMC4, Kyrie, obviously, like you like Kyrie, then she's never stole the limelight. She's never looked better than the other female protagonists, I would argue. Objectively speaking, at least. From a scientific standpoint of what is attractiveness to
This
the
man's trying
human
argue
composition, to the human body.
In terms of how his women look. You cannot
That's
be
what I'm
serious.
basing it off of. From like a scientific objective standpoint, from what attractiveness is to like to a humanoid being, I'm not even gonna specify to a Homo sapien, to a humanoid being. Trish would not be more objectively attractive than Lady, or than Kyrie, or for that matter, Lucia. Okay, but inside, they are using someone's face. You're just saying that hey, they made they used a real model for the RE engine, and that woman looks ugly. Despite the fact that in real life she doesn't really look that ugly. Even in game, she doesn't look that ugly. It's just you saying hey, she wants them more attractive. Which is like, okay, fine, but like, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna need a face model, right? That fits as a blonde and that has relative proportions to what Trish already had as like a human being.
Yeah.
These are all like rendered. These are all motion captured. These are all actual people because of the RE engine. So this is not a case of a gameplay limitation. No, this is a case of there literally being no model for it. There is no human being that looks as good as what you would envision Trish to look like in DMC5. That is the issue.
Yeah.
So it's not really that much of an issue. Secondly, if we're gonna talk about like the motives, the reason why Nero at the end of the game is fighting for Kyrie is because Kyrie is still in Deadly Fortuna, where there are demons left over from the demonic invasion, and demons left over that the Order did not get to kill because Dante and Nero stopped the Order of Swords. And Kyrie is stranded on an island when there is nowhere else to go. Stuck in a city because the city's close. Yeah, there's Deadly Fortuna takes place on an island. Deadly Fortuna is an island. Deadly Fortuna takes place on an island. Deadly Fortuna takes place on an island. DMC4 takes place on an island. Fortuna itself is an island. Island enclosed around by a sea, by an ocean. There is nowhere for them to go if they wanted to go anywhere. They can't go into the forest because Echidna and her demons, well, not Echidna, but the demons that Echidna had are still there. They cannot go into the old. They cannot go into the old town and into the mines because the demons are still there. They cannot go anywhere in the city. Mind you, they're blocked off. They're encased in that city because there's demons there. So they're just stuck. I'm sorry to tell you this, but like that's the reason why.
Yeah. Well, and also he was a little bit enraged thinking about Kratos' death as well. So there's that too.
Does Eva look less? Yeah. I think the reason why they're doing that is because Trish is getting older, but also Trish is like, how should I put it? They want to make it to a point to where like Trish is no longer like. They want to make the storyline that Trish is no longer meant to be like a clone of Eva in the sense of looks. They want to make them to two separate entities, right? And so that's basically Trish's entire story. She's like, hey, I was meant as a trap to you to appeal to you as your mother, right? And they're like, well, she's grown out of this. And this is literally her plot line, her subplot in DMC5. Basically stating, I am not your mother to Virgil.
I'm not your mommy.
So I guess, yeah. So they basically want to like make them different, which is completely fair. That's just the evolution of her plot entirely. Well, that was the end of her plot since like the anime technically. They wanted to make her a different being. They just effectively wrapped it up in a bow tie by the end of DMC5. They didn't really need to do anything different with them.
Trish is the best girl in DMC. I'm more of a lady person, but fair.
Hard lie, lady. Actually, no.
For some
I would
reason,
argue.
I thought he said he's more of a lady victim.
He's more of a lady
She is.
victim. Trish?
Yes.
Okay,
Trish is a lady
No,
victim.
I was
in terms of everything.
talking about Jacob.
Okay, yeah.
I'm more of a lady
Said
victim.
he's a lady victim.
Yeah.
I'll
So
be taking one
I mean,
back
you
shot
are.
from her strap on.
Shut up.
What did I say?
Burial.
What did you just say?
Burial
What?
looks. I would argue Burial actually pulls off a better blonde than Trish.
Isn't Burial's hair red?
Yeah, but like if you gave her blonde hair.
Okay, so that just contradicts your statement. What the fuck? She's a better blonde than her.
Yeah.
She has red hair. Well, if she had blonde hair,
Yeah,
she would.
exactly,
What type of liberal logic is this? Did Trump touch you? Did Trump assault
No, but
you?
like
No.
basically
but
exactly
if
that.
he did, I would hate him more.
No. What I'm trying to say is, Burial just looks better in general. Like if you even with red hair, she could pull off a better blonde with reddish hair than Trish does.
Okay, we're gonna move past that. I have my own opinions on that. Wait, does Trish lose to the lady? No, they don't. They're in DMC Madhouse. They are stalemated until Dante
Burial's.
breaks in.
I think that's a Lucia. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Lucia. I actually don't like her.
No. No.
I'm okay with her. I'm okay with her as a character.
No.
No. I'm saying like like.
I know what you're saying.
Both of you stop.
I like her as a character. I just don't like her as a love interest. I don't know why.
As a love interest, yes, but like, are you talking about design-wise, like how she looks?
Oh no, I'm okay with the way she looks. I actually like the way she looks.
You were saying that at first.
She has. Oh no! I just we're talking about like we're talking about as like love interests.
I'm willing.
Like as a character overall.
I love her.
What?
I said I'm willing to see a remodel of her.
Oh well, yeah, that'd be cool for Lucia.
That would be great actually. I think she's a great character. Her design's sick. It's just I don't like. I don't feel attracted, like as a character, and even like as a love interest. I don't think like I feel attracted. She feels like the little sister type actually.
Okay, anyways, let's continue.
5. I'm not even joking, you don't get it back till the very last mission. Same with your Devil Trigger. You know that feature that's been in literally every DMC game since the beginning and that you would unlock relatively early on? Like in 4, for example, I think you unlock it in mission 6 or 7. Meanwhile, DMC 5, no Devil Trigger for you. Beat the game. You have to beat the game for that fucking basic feature that's been in every game prior. Like, I get this shit is tied to the story, but it just makes playing as Nero on your first playthrough that much worse, since he's already a toned down Dante, as Nero doesn't get styles or style switching, nor does he get any weapons other than his Red Queen and Blue Rose revolver, which you'd think in the sequel they would expand upon that, but nope. I mean, they added some extra moves, obviously, but at the end of the day, you're still limited to only one sword and one gun. Now, in place of being able to use your Devil Buster to grab enemies, which was significantly nerfed, by the way, everything from animations to damage output, such as, for example, most of the new grabs are just very lazy and just suplexes, where in DMC4, each of Nero's grabs were actually unique and really fucking cool, like the knights where you'd use their own lance to thrust it into them and like you'd send their body flying, or the fire doggos that you could literally shoot out a fireball from, the flying sword enemies that you toss at other enemies, and even the blades or assaults where you'd spin them in a circle, damaging and knocking out everything around you. Meanwhile, in 5, there's next to zero impact for the grabs, and grabbing the lizard enemies in 5 basically has the knockback of a fucking pool noodle. On top of all of this, Nero's Devil Trigger depletes while you're mid-grab, whereas in DMC4, your Devil Trigger would actually stop until the animation is complete, as to not waste your DT. But anyways, in place of removing your Devil Bringer for literally 99% of the fucking game, you get Devil Breakers, which are various different consumable arms that you can acquire throughout the missions, and you buy from the Space Toucan, disgusting tattoo-infested, annoying, obnoxious country accent Nico, which also smokes all the time, because apparently women who smoke are now attractive. I don't know. But yeah, Nico, or Nicotine, is the worst DMC girl by a country mile. The fact that Nico replaces Kyrie should be a war crime on humanity. Like, this alone, like I said before, makes DMC 5 objectively worse than 4. But anyways, the Devil Breakers are, like I said, consumable arms that replace your hand or your Devil Bringer, and they each have different abilities or gimmicks. For example, Overture does this big electric explosion, which actually does a shit ton of damage. Urbra, which is one of my favorites, is basically Nero's Trickster, which I'll get more into later when I go over Dante. It allows Nero to essentially get an extra jump or send an enemy upwards. It's quite good and quite versatile. I prefer Gerbera GP01 though, which allows you to do a downward thrust to get back to the ground quicker when you're airborne, or to, like, you know, send an airborne enemy to the ground instantly. Punchline, which sends out a rocket that you can ride. Helter Skelter, which has a pierce effect and good for enemies with shields. Tomboy, one of my personal favorites, that allows Nero to basically give his sword infinite exceed and makes it so your sword is always on fire. It actually changes up your melee combos and even allows you to shoot fire from it. I wish more of the Devil Breakers actually switched up Nero's swordplay like this, as again, he is limited to only one weapon. Buster Arm, which is basically his Devil Bringer arm from DMC4, and actually does more damage than your Devil Bringer once you unlock it. Which is
we're aware that DMC4 Nero is also limited to one weapon, correct?
So what he's trying to argue is that, in DMC5, you should have had more variety. You should have had more than his one gun or his one weapon.
Why is he acting like DMC4 Nero's any different? That just makes no sense.
I don't think this man realizes you have more variety in DMC5 than DMC4.
But DMC4 Nero's gameplay is better than DMC5 Nero's gameplay because you're only limited to one weapon.
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head.
What type of fucking logic is this guy saying?
I don't know, but it makes me want to punt a baby into orbit. That's how dumb it is.
His reason for hating Nico is rather shallow. So the reason he hates Nico is because she has tattoos and she smokes. I don't see that as really a valid reason for hating Nico. Welcome back. Essentially, this guy.
What was his reason for hating Nico again?
Because she has tattoos and she smokes.
She smokes and she has tattoos.
And she quote unquote replaced Kyrie.
She didn't replace Kyrie.
She can't replace.
If she replaced Kyrie, then Kyrie wouldn't even be in the game in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Nico
so I'm gonna.
Kyrie, so.
Yeah, so she offers a very different role from Nico. She's not there to like emotionally support Nero. Just act that way. She's there to support every character physically by giving them either upgrades or taking them to places.
Yeah.
So, like,
she helps Dante,
she
everyone.
yes, she creates devil arms. She functions very, very differently. She's a completely different character with completely different motives, i.e., helping the person that killed her dad.
She is Nell,
right?
Or she is Nell's granddaughter.
Yeah.
So she should have like Nell's same type of role.
Yeah, and she does. Besides the emotional support, but that's it. Like, there's really no difference. So it's like this man just complaining. It's like going back to what's it called? The point like of Kyrie. So him not fighting for Kyrie doesn't matter because, again, as I already mentioned, the only reason why he's fighting for Kyrie is because Kyrie is there locked in a city filled with demons. DMC5, he's killing the rest of the demons that are left over. He is fulfilling the job that Dante and Virgil have left him. Why would Kyrie go willingly into a city this time filled with demons when Dante, Nero, and Nico wouldn't want her in there, and where she cannot physically support herself? Give me a moment.
She would just be there for emotional support for Nero. That's all she would be there for.
Yeah, and like you could do that via a phone call.
Exactly. And also, like, as I think people have mentioned this before, there would really have been like no real point of having Kyrie show up. It would have just been kind of a waste of a model if she's just gonna show up for a few scenes. It's not inherently important to the story.
So like, unless you write her to always, and mind you, like, while it is basically at the start of almost every mission at first, right, and like only like one mission in the Qui-Font, and then from there on out, like, doesn't actually show up because the final, like, where Nero calls her, right, in the final mission, he would still have to call her. So like, there's no point in her having like a physical interaction there, right? Unless you're telling me she got out of the van, went through I don't know how many demons, walked up to a random bridge where there is a telephone pole at, right, a phone booth at, and stays there as she basically watches as Nero collapses the very bridge that they're on to go save Dante and Virgil, to go make them stop.
I think
right?
she would actually die being present at that moment.
Like, not even that. She would die because the entire bridge will collapse.
Well, yeah. Right? What's the point?
So, like, it makes no sense for her to be there, right? Again, just complain just for the sake of complaining, right? Also, she functions an even bigger role. How many times do you see Kyrie show up and offer emotional support in DMC4?
She's only there as, like, Nero's version or reason for fighting because Sanctus has her trapped inside the Savior.
Yeah, and like, so that's Nero's own story. 4, where he's basically trying to fight for her, and most of it doesn't have to deal with her, besides the saving aspect because he loves her. Most of it is dealing with the fact that he does not have enough power. He himself believes he does not have enough power, and he has to reconcile the fact that there is a portion of him that is demonic. And says, this is a portion of me now. I have to use it, and I have to get more power to protect those that I love. Not even just specifically for Kyrie, it's just for the fact that Kyrie is there immediately in danger. The orphans are not in danger. The kids are not in danger anymore. It is specifically Kyrie. Right? And only of those times do you see Kyrie offer emotional support, like maybe once at the end of the game.
When she's about to kill Nero.
So, yeah, so there is only like it is effectively she plays the same role in DMC5. She just basically states you are demon, like you. It's basically you're on the same position, but in this case, it's like, hey, you're a demon, right? But also like, you are a reason to fight for. You're the hope. Go make them stop fighting because they are family. Family matters, so on and so forth. Basically gave them an even greater reason to fight at the end. She played a bigger, significant impact role. Because she gives them an objectively greater moral stance to take at this point. So, it's just complaining for the sake of complaining. Hot trash.
I'm forever grateful to Nico for giving Dante Dr. Faust. Yes, that is actually one of the scenes that got me into Devil May Cry. Just seeing Dante dance like Michael Jackson, carefree, while the entire world is ending. He just gets to spend a little bit of time dancing.
We're not done. Daddy isn't done speaking.
Anyways,
for crowd control,
Yeah,
and
let's
Ragtime, which is a throwback to the Bangle of Time from DMC1, which allows you to slow down time. There's also DLC Devil Breakers, which were included in the deluxe edition, meaning cut content from the full release that the greedy fucks at Capcom charged you for despite
It's
it being in the
not
game
cut
at fucking
content.
release, which of
What?
course they would cut content and sell it to you for day one DLC. It's Capcom at the end of the day. What did you fucking expect? They love money. They're money hungry. They're literally Mr. Krabs, and they also love
That's
scamming their
just
consumers
every
and player
company.
base. But yeah, the Mega Buster, which is Mega Man's arm,
So-
it allows you to shoot Mega Man
It's
bullets.
a
Sweet
bad
Surrender,
thing
which
for
is a reference to
companies to want
Kyrie, which is the
money.
only Devil Breaker, by the way. It actually restores your health. You can either get a passive healing from it, which is pretty fucking slow, or instantly break it and restore 3 health chunks, which is pretty scummy when you really think about it, since they removed items and Nero has no real way of healing for the
wait.
entire
So there's only like how many devil arms again that they sold
Like
for like
10.
what's it called? They sold 10 devil arms
10 different ones.
as
Yeah,
DLC.
I think so.
as DLC?
Like the banana, yeah, like the banana ones.
There's the banana one, the Sweet Surrender, and then the Mega Man. Which one else?
I didn't know there was 10 DLCs. I
thought there was.
thought there was like 4 of them.
Let's see, because they pulled it up.
But yeah, what did you fucking expect? They love money. They're release, which of edition meaning
Okay, there's Gerbera, Pasta Breaker, Sweet Surrender, Mega Buster, Cavalier R, Monkey Business, and... Oh, okay, so that's... Okay,
So
only
there's
6.
Monkey Business, Mega Buster, Sweet Surrender, Pasta Breaker, and then Gerbera.
Mm-hmm.
What does that one do again?
GP01.
7.
Yeah. Oh, Monkey Business is free. Okay, Pasta Breaker is only
Yeah,
$1.
Monkey Business.
And Gerbera GP01 is only $1. Okay, it's not even that bad. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Give me one. Don't we already have?
Well, we all bought the special edition, so it already comes with all of these, essentially. And also, I love how this number right here, $142.69. This guy probably has like both Silent Hills on his cart and only cropped this part for the Devil May Cry DLCs.
Wait, no, Gerbera. That's GP01. That's a reskin. It functions the same as the original.
You sure it's the same?
Yeah.
GP
It's a reskin.
a little different.
Oh, well, so it has like the it's a little different, but it basically functions the same.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, okay, so this guy's just complaining about
Yeah.
microtransactions that he doesn't have to pay for.
Yeah, so it functions a little differently, that's it. Like, there's no real reason to complain about it. The Pasta Breaker, Sweet Surrender, and the Mega Buster. Mega Buster is a collab. Why would they put that in the game? Like, besides as an Easter egg, which, like, would be weird, because, like, DMC really doesn't have Easter egg like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I guess maybe that would be it, but, like, that's different. Cavalier is just a reskin. So why would you have that, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what... Well, Monkey Business is free, so... That's the
Monkey
bananas.
Business is free. So it's only Sweet Surrender. Mind you, he's complaining about it, so, like, hey, right? And Pasta Breaker. Which, like, I've never used Pasta Breaker because, like, it's So, like,
You
he's
don't really
complaining
need it.
about 2... He's realistically complaining about 2 real DLC. Because all of them are reskins. So...
There's
When have
also
we ever
one
had, like,
simple
weapon
thing.
reskins?
Just don't buy them. It's
Just
simple
don't buy
enough.
them. They're not forcing you to buy them. This isn't like Call of Duty where, like, either you buy the gun or, like, you have to do, like, a challenge that's always bugged when the new gun comes out. That isn't like that. Or, like, there's a skin that's literally pay to win because, like, you could blend in. Like, it's literally like, oh, there's so many dark rooms in the game, right?
Yeah.
And, like, there's just one skin that's so dark you cannot see it, right? That's pay to win. This is not pay to win. There's no reason to do this.
The way this guy's complaining about Nero's Devil Arms is how we would complain about Genshin Impact characters. He's treating this like it's a gacha game.
No, it's even worse than that.
Like,
Because,
I mean,
like,
he's treating it like that.
what a gacha... with a gacha game, it's like you can even attempt to like get these for free, right? These are all in the main game. These are just add-ons that had no reason to be in the main game.
Honestly, I think most
Which
of
is
these
why
are
they're
also
called
jokes.
DLC.
Like Sweet Surrender and
The monkey business.
Those are just jokes.
Pasta Maker as well.
Yeah.
It's like
Pasta Breaker is
dumb.
punchline, but where's Gerber adds 2 new moves? Okay, I didn't really use Gerber GP.
Oh, so it adds 2 new moves. Okay. Yeah, I think one of them is where like it drags in people, which is like you don't use it because like by the time you beat the game, you have the Devil Bringer. So like you could drag enemies with that one, and it doesn't disrupt your neutral ability with Devil Breakers. So it's
Cavalier
no
adds
reason,
red
like-
line and reduces hyper armor. Oh, okay. I didn't use Cavalier
So-
R that much with Nero.
oh so for Redline, I thought they updated it to bring it into the base game. But for hyper armor, I thought it shreds through hyper armor, it shreds through armor regardless. Because I've always used Cavalier. Yeah, I've always used Cavalier against the Angelos, and like it breaks through their armor super quickly.
Yeah.
So I've never seen like the
Cavalier
reason.
R where it has one different move that's good but locked behind money. And that's what he should be complaining about.
So
if he's gonna complain about it, but he's complaining about it for the wrong reasons. He's just complaining that it costs money in general.
Mind you, again, like you would not know that. All you would know about R was just that it was a reskin. So it's dumb.
cut content from the full release that the greedy fucks at Capcom charged you for, despite it being in the Switch, by the way. It actually restores your health. You can either get a passive healing from it, which is pretty fucking slow, or instantly break it and restore 3 health chunks, which is pretty scummy when you really think about it, since they removed items, and Nero has no real way of healing for the entire game, since you don't get Devil Trigger till the literal final mission, which if you don't know, yeah, Devil Trigger
No
gives you a
real way of
passive healing
healing.
effect, and you don't get Vital Stars since, you know, they obviously removed them, like I said. So if you want to heal, for example, other than, you know, having to rely on enemies dropping green orbs, which is the only way you'd be able to get your health back, you need this specific Devil Breaker, which was cut out of the game and sold to you for day 1 DLC, which again is
You don't
extremely
need
scummy, and more
healing
people need to call.
It's not cut out.
It's not cut content. This man not know what cut
Yeah,
content
exactly.
is. Also, he's
You
acting like
don't-
you need Sweet Surrender.
You don't need healing items to beat the game.
I've never once used Sweet Surrender with Nero. Not once.
Neither have I.
We all still had fun with Nero. We didn't have an issue with health. So I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. Anyways.
Out
Your
Capcom
health
on their
is
bullshit.
Health is not the issue. Your skill to play the game is. That's all I'm gonna say.
Honestly, yeah.
Pasta Breaker and Monkey Business, and then there's also Gerbera GP01, which is a slightly different Gerbera, and that's all the DLC Devil Breakers. So surely Nero having so many different Devil Breakers to choose from makes up for, you know, his lack of one single weapon and one single gun. Wrong. As I said before, these Devil Breakers are all consumables, and you can't actually pick which one you want to equip. Instead, how it works is you can hold up to 8 of these Devil Breakers, and each time you pick up a new one, it adds it on top of your current or equipped Devil Breaker. So I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, okay, so how do I swap between my different Devil Breakers that I have in my inventory? Like, what if I need Helter Skelter to take out a Sin Scissor? Or what if I need my Buster Arm to grab the boss? Well, too bad. You need to break your currently equipped Devil Breaker to access your next one. And if the next one you have in line isn't the one you need to break that one as well. Which when you break these Devil Breakers, they're gone and removed entirely from your inventory, which is obviously quite retarded. Nero is obviously meant to be more beginner friendly compared to Dante, but even still, not being able to switch to any breaker you want is just stupid and really does limit his overall potential in gameplay. Like, obviously it's meant to be strategic since you're supposed to equip them in order you think you need them, but that doesn't really matter whether it's intended to be strategic or not, since it's just a bad mechanic at the end of the day. What's also really annoying about Nero is after every single mission, you're going to need to re-equip and or buy more Devil Breakers from Nico, and each time you do this, you have to manually equip each Devil Breaker one by one, which becomes quite tedious, obviously. This could have been completely fine if they just added a simple loadout system, which allows you to equip a loadout with the
Yeah.
Effectively
all I'm
his
hearing.
complaints. So wait. He's complaining, but what this man doesn't understand is when you customize the magazine, you can customize a letter one. So this is always gonna be the preferred loadout every single time. And there's upwards of like what, 5, 10 different magazines? I think it's
4,
5.
I think.
4? 4 or 5, something like that. So there's 4 different loadouts. Secondly, no. You first of all, if you're gonna bring up Devil Breaker, right, the Devil Buster, you don't need the Devil Buster because you unlock Devil Buster with DT. So there's no reason to use Devil Buster. That's one thing you could complain about. Secondly, almost all of these besides Geb are offensive, right? So one of them, so besides Geb, And besides, like, what's the one, the driller one? The drill one?
Rawhide?
Rawhide. So, Geb and Rawhide, I would argue very, very... Geb, because it's an easy counter. Now you have a built-in counter to any attack. It's effectively just as good as Royal Guard. At least base-wise. Right? And, like, it has just as good knockback. Rawhide can dig into armor. It is effectively redline, from what I can gauge. Right? Besides that, Tomboy, increased damage, which is Rev, if you're gonna complain about it so much. You don't need the one that grapples, right? That one you already have the Devil Breaker if you're gonna use it at the end of the game, right? And then like Ragtime. Ragtime's the only other one I could see that like you would need. Ragtime and maybe like Punchline. Right? Because Punchline, you could just set it on a scissor, or you could set it on the Fury, and it's like it's stuck. Right?
Yeah.
Ragtime, you almost never use Ragtime on a group of enemies without breaking it. Because you're always gonna overcharge it. If you're gonna use it on a single enemy, that's when you use it. But even then, like typically you always fight them in groups of like 3 or more. So you're always gonna break it. So you cannot be complaining about breaking it, like needing to break it. These offer moves to break them. You hold the ability. So what are you complaining about? When you literally overbust Tomboy, when you overburn it, you get the maximum amount of damage possible, and it allows you to get rid of it at the same time, without needing to be hit. He's complaining for no reason.
Oh, hello, Red Dusk. Shelter is the drill-like one. Okay, that's what it is. I confused that with Rawhide.
Yes.
The Devil Breaker
Because
insta-kill
it gets rid of
enemies
hyper
unlike the
armor.
Devil Buster. Do they insta-kill? When they blow up?
Wait, what? Can you repeat that?
Rain is saying the Devil Breakers insta-kill enemies unlike the Devil Buster. I don't know if they do or not.
For like Overture, I don't know. Like when you attach it, like as a bomb, I've never seen a value kill it. Like on DMD, basically, Devil Buster will kill majority of the enemies because it's effectively you pulling out a DT value. At base, it's not as high, but it's still pretty high enough to kill most of the enemies, right? Or like almost kill the enemies. And I guess because of that, like, I guess most Devil Breakers, when you use their ability to, like, their maximum, can kill an enemy. I don't know, I would have to test out the values. DMC5 is the only one that I have not tested out most of the values for. Just because I'm lazy. And,
I'm about to blow.
and just because, like, he's about to blow. Ezio is the original Overturn. They went to Ezio and said, how big does the explosion need to be?
I'm about to blow.
If I see a letter Leon's gonna die in RE9, I'm gonna crash out. It's not gonna die.
I don't know
But
why
in
people
lore, so
keep
I didn't do it for now.
speculating that he's gonna die.
It's because of the way the art is, like, Leon's head is in the back. And it's the same one for The Last of Us 2.
Oh. Ended up in the back, just like Rosa Parks.
Does insecure.
You were always in the back, and I was always in the front.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then yeah, because like it does stack. I can understand that then. Like if you're basing off of that, but besides that, I'm not sure what else.
Okay, let's continue.
Of a single button. Nero's other core mechanic is revving up his sword through using his Exceed, which is
Okay, yeah,
basically
it's
just means
totally
you press L2 right at the end of each attack to build up Exceed, and depending on how much you have, whether it's 1 level, 2 levels, or max Exceed, you'll do a different or varying amount of fire damage. Since this mechanic builds up fire onto your sword, you can also rev up manually by pressing L2 outside of combat or just moving around or just spamming the L2 button. This mechanic has been much simplified compared to DMC4. In that game, you need next to perfect timing to rev up your sword. Now in DMC5, it's much more lenient and forgiving with its timings, which I don't really know if that was necessary since Nero's already quite easy to play. So dumbing down his only mechanic, which separates, players with and without skill, probably wasn't the smartest idea. But that obviously was intended as DMC5 is much more casual in its difficulty, and also just playing the characters.
Wait,
Dante
no.
also be much more easy to
No. This man's never spam revved on DMC4 because if you just spam rev, it doesn't matter if you perfect time it, you will get it in the same time. All they did in DMC5 was just change the window in which you can spam it. So actually, if you don't spam it fast enough in DMC5, it's worse for you. But if you get the perfect timing, it is as fast as if you were to spam it in DMC4. So this man's actually never played DMC4 like that. Because I spam rev on... I am that type of guy. I don't wait for the timing. I just spam rev on Euro. And like, I get perfect values.
You sicken me.
Yeah, because it's faster than getting the perfect value.
How dare you don't take the hard route. You just do the easy route. That's just as good.
Well, so I could perfectly time it on an attack. I do that, but like while I'm idle, like while I'm running to a boss fight or like to just a regular fight, I'll just spam rev it. That's how I know that. That's how I know that. So this man's not a gamer. Nah, in 4 it's frame tight, in 5 it's more by a mile. I could test that out right now. I've always spam revved and I've always gotten it.
Well, right now you're on Apex, so you can't test it out.
I'm not on Apex.
Then why did I hear I'm eating lead?
I don't know. What?
Okay, I could have
I'm not on
sworn I
Apex.
heard.
I'm watching your stream.
Sworn I heard it. Okay, maybe I'm just going crazy.
You're just going crazy. Your brain is just yelling.
Yo, Jacob, watching your stream.
I'll
Why
say
are you
fine.
trying not to laugh? That's just respectful as hell, bro.
Still fucking
Yeah.
laughing, bro. Sponsor is a scrub.
The moment
Scrub. One sentence. Idle.
the moment I heard Max just saying, "I'm watching your stream," that immediately came to mind.
It kicked in. Muscle memory. I'm watching your stream. Why are you trying not to laugh, bro?
Laugh. It's disrespectful as fuck. Oh, yeah, we bought puddings as well. My mom went to the store. I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
The reason why I was a bit late hopping on. So like I slept a little bit longer because I was trying to. She woke me up in like 8 or like 7 in the morning on a Sunday and was like, "Hey, where's my card at?" It's like, my wallet. Where's your wallet at? It's where I always have it, right next to my monitor. And then after that, I fell back asleep, and then I think she got it. I think she realized, hey, like I'm tired. Leave me alone. Because she woke me up. And she came back, and she's like, "Oh, I'm back. No one gonna help me?" And Dad, get the groceries in. It's like, I gotta get up now. So like 10 minutes later, I got up and I got them. They went to Sam's, I believe. They got a lot of stuff on special on deals.
Oh, nice.
So we bought
Retro
like
said weak
they got.
sponsor week.
No, it does not show I'm weak. It just shows that I'm patient while I'm resting idly going to a boss fight. I clearly and perfectly said I can perfect. I have perfect timing on landing it on an attack. I can do that, and I have always done that. I'm not a scrub. I'm just scum. Get the reference? Hey.
Okay, you've lost the privilege of talking.
The reference is penis.
It's just penis.
But whose is it? You must know.
It's
Then again, it's only for me. Only the best, simply the best. You see?
Alright, nothing to do.
Play compared to DMC4 Dante, which you basically needed to get a PhD in demon hunting to be good with him in DMC4. Now in DMC5, it's still a bit difficult, but far less difficult to play compared to 5. But yeah, Nero is fun to play. I like Nero for the most part. I mean, aside from his new dog shit design, like I really hate what they did to Nero with his haircut and this more realistic looking face, which for me personally, probably more so also factually, because obviously everything I say is based and correct, obviously.
Oh yeah, everything Latina Parfait he says is based and correct.
I'm getting sick of the RE engine. Like, it just can't do faces, and I'm just so sick of so many modern games going for realism because normies love that shit. I miss the Edge Kino graphics and anime.
Yeah, what?
Hold on. Let me
He's got the soundboard
adapt
chat.
to. Let me adapt to this shit real quick. Okay. How the fuck are you going to say RE Engine can't remake faces for shit when you literally show a screenshot of all the RE remake games of the face models from all the female characters when they literally look fine as hell.
They do.
How are you gonna say they look shit? Rewind the video.
Yeah, let's listen to
Rewind
that
the video.
Yeah, you guys hear me?
No,
I hear you.
Play. I like Nero for the
Rewind
most
it.
part. I mean, aside from his new.
Was it farther back?
No, not further back.
Oh.
Just to where it shows the,
Probably more so also factually, because obviously everything I say is based and correct, obviously.
Oh yeah, everything Latina Parfait he says is based and correct.
I'm getting sick of the RE engine. Like, it just can't do faces and everything correct, obviously.
Oh yeah, everything Latina Parfait he says is based and correct.
I'm getting sick of the.
right there. Okay.
Is this man
the
gay or
only
something?
exception, the only exception that he can say it looks bad is when
Chris.
RE7 designed Chris.
Yeah.
That part I can agree on. Everything
so-
else, no. They doing a just fine job.
Yeah, exactly.
Ada, Claire, Leon.
Yeah, exactly. To say RE Engine cannot render faces or face models is not only a massive assumption, but an objectively incorrect one at that.
It's just blatant lying.
Yeah, it's just
What people
it's
forget,
just hating.
what people forget, RE7 does not have the same Chris. It's a completely different Chris. It's a completely different voice actor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain. It's a completely different voice actor. And the reason why they did that was because they were using the RE engine, right? They did not pull the DMC5. They did not do what they did with DMC5. Whereas different facial models for the mocap and for the rendering for the face, and then use like them opening their mouth and them talking, and then use Rudin Langdon, right, and Johnny's voice. They didn't do it. But for the rest of it, right, was effectively just them using the actor and like a different voice actor.
The face model,
So
yeah.
they just didn't hire the same Chris actor, which is completely fine.
They've been trying photorealism since 3? I didn't know they did photorealism in DMC 3. That is interesting.
I cannot remember. I don't remember most of the behind the scenes.
Oh, Red Desk has a hot take. Okay, hot take. The characters in DMC 5 that benefited from the RE engine were Nero and Eva. I would actually say Eva got a benefit.
Lady looks like a crack addict. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay, wait, what?
Red Dusk is claiming RE Engine Lady looks like a crack addict.
Red Dusk, no!
Okay. I disagree with that simply because it is just her looking older. It's just her looking older, and then in some portions of the light, the bags underneath her eyes, because they do give her bags, the bags underneath her eyes make her look a little bit like a crack addict. So that is only like lighting. And that's a hardware issue. That's not even a model issue. That's just a hardware issue.
Dang, now everyone is going against Red Dusk. Poor Red Dusk.
He
We got
something for
Retro,
Trish.
Ryan, Devil, and Rayan against him.
You could have said that about Trish, and I would have said, okay, I mean, that's fine. Because, like, I will admit, Trish has always looked a little bit like a cracked addict. Yes, even her DMC4 render looks a little bit like a crack addict. She just
Lady
doesn't
sleep,
look like...
basically.
The lady does not sleep. I think it's just because of her model. I think it's just because her model had bags underneath her eyes when they modeled her. Or, like, when she was doing, like, the face render. Which is why, like, they came out a little bit more apparent.
Lady doesn't sleep, basically, or has poor sleep quality, hence the bags. Probably, honestly. I'm about to come Ezio in here with the Batus.
Yeah, which wait, they all look fabulous, right?
I never complain about the design.
Design and, like, face-wise, they all look great. I'm not gonna lie. Even though we're out here just saying, like, hey, one of them looks like a crack addict. That's a pretty good-looking crack addict.
I guess I'm the only one here who is not a simp. Red Dusk, no!
I guess anyone that's not a simp or Red Dusk in his sleep. Yes, DMC for lady. Perfection. DMC4
DMC3 lady is good.
But DMC5 is better. She's mommy.
Her black skin is really good. Or not her black skin, her coat and everything. That one is my favorite skin for lady. That one looks amazing for her. With the sunglasses.
She's mommy.
She is mommy.
She's mommy.
Strongly disagree, and Faust, that person sneaking in that video is biased and lies, given people can't always be perfect. This is truly a lot of ego from that person.
Given people can't always be perfect? No. Clearly never met me. I'm always perfect.
Oh yes, you're always perfect, even though you couldn't figure out how to convert dollars to cents. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
You know, you want to mention that? Okay, fine, then, Mister.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
No. We don't need to mention that. We don't need to mention that. We don't need to mention that.
Okay, Mister. Hey, Yamato's really the crystal, and yours is the boss fight. As if we can't clearly fucking see the curve on it.
Okay, I will admit I was a little clueless there, but still. Lady does not look fabulous when you put her next to someone like Tifa, Lockhart, or Ingrid from Taemin, Azuki, or Ezra from Fairy Tail.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay, Tifa I could understand. Who doesn't love Tifa?
Okay. Okay. Tifa's great looking. But still objectively not as good looking as mommy lady. Or not as good looking as Trish. Just take a look at POC model.
POC Trish was
Way better.
Else. Red Dust,
POC.
you're gonna say this. Wait, no, I haven't going to this. You're gonna say this is bad. Red Dusk, come on. Oh yes, using anime characters. Me, I don't like Tifa. You don't like Tifa, Ezio? No.
Mind you, I'm not dissing on you, Red Dusk, but you are technically using a real life person's face with a model that someone cannot like actually render in. Anyways, give me a moment.
Yeah. Red Dusk, I ain't a simp, but to be clear, that I will say it ain't ugly. Plus, it's fine to have your own opinion. I mean, you could think Lady doesn't look good in DMC 5. It is personal preference. It's just, I don't know. I think she looks fine as hell. Okay, and that's enough of that. Tifa and Ezra and can understand, but come on. I mean, DMC 5 Lady is still amazing. I know what female characters are capable of. Oh yeah, what's that, Red Dusk? I've seen what you've seen on, or what you've said on Zim streams. I remember that one day when we were on GTA, or Zim was on GTA, and you were. I think he knows what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna say it. I am not gonna say it. For the sake of Red Dusk, I don't think I will unless he's okay with it.
Say it. Don't worry, we won't. We're not looking for trouble. Say it.
Red Dusk, do I say it or not?
I'm not gonna laugh at him. I love Red Dusk.
We all love Red Dusk. Okay, yeah. We all love Red Dusk here. Red Dusk was talking about how women can cream. He was talking about how they squirt, the difference between how they squirt and cream.
Okay, I can't say anything because Goblin here. Can't get a woman, never will get a woman. The internet. I'm a goblin. I look like a goblin. I can't get a woman. I will never get a woman.
Okay, that could be another time. That is objectively false.
That is not objectively false. The guy who has always been logical in every stance he takes, who's always tried to be objective, and is always objective in every stance he takes, objectively stated, he looks like a goblin. I am indeed a goblin.
Red Dusk is the biggest gooner in this chat. I'm gonna be straight up honest. The biggest gooner in this chat is probably Max, or in this whole place is Max. Have you seen the stuff? If y'all don't believe me, go to the very start of the stream. What was he saying about Invisigal?
Yo, it's Invisigal. Come on, man. Also, you wanna know what I found funny? I will listen. It wasn't me who found this. It was Jacob feeding it into my reels.
Okay, no. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. That's irrelevant. That's an irrelevant point.
RE engine, like, it just can't do faces, and I'm just so sick of so many.
We can't do faces. We pulled out a perfect face, like a perfect facial render of like the very same person that's modeling as Virgil. Like, what the fuck? It's literally. Have these guys seen the face model for Dante? Like, I actually pulled that up. Pull up Dante's face model.
Let's see, which one was it? Dude!
Like, You're telling me it can't do faces? It's literally practically a 1-to-1 of his actual face. Come on
you just
now.
see the cartoonish like parts about it, like just the animation, but that's about it. It's the same guy.
You give him a different lighting, different hair, like longer hair that's white or silver, and then boom, that's basically it.
It's just said, Max, you will never be able to sleep tonight. You're coming to the VC? Alright. We're in the private VC.
Oh, why would I not sleep tonight? Come on, man.
I think
You've
it's
done
just gonna
anything
do
wrong.
something to you.
What did I do? What did I do, huh? I tell you, come into the chat. Someone barricade the door. Come into the chat.
Oh. Hold up. Will's
Which one?
messaging me. Let me,
Here. What's up?
what are you doing here?
I wanna hit it.
Are you
Hello,
serious right
Ezio.
now?
Bro, are you
think I
serious
died.
when you fucking framed him?
I kind of didn't even see him in. I just knew it was Ezio.
There you go, bro. Alright, did you just take
Hey,
the
what are you gonna do?
My,
What did I do?
my support
Bro,
is immeasurable.
Good knowing you, bro.
Why?
you suck! You suck!
You suck.
You're not that guy. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is completely ruined.
What did I do?
No, not you, my roommates.
No. What Ezio? Like, what did I
Oh,
do?
I think it's the stuff about you said about Invisigal.
I just love a very good redemption story. Just so happens she is realistically my type. What's wrong with that?
Anyways, let's continue.
Modern games going for more realism because normies love that shit. I miss the educino graphics and anime art style of DMC 1, 3, and even 4. Like, it just fits Devil May Cry so much better and just looks overall so much cooler. And it's just one of the bigger problems of
What?
Devil May Cry 5 is just the lack of color in any and all of the environments. Everything is just boring
What?
to look at.
What
Even
do you
Nero's jacket
mean
barely
What are
looks
you
lack
blue.
of
talking
color?
about?
The coloring is just fine. What?
He's just making
the-
stuff up.
Lack of color. DMC 5 probably has one of the most color in any game.
I will admit that, yeah, DMC 5 has the most. It has the most. I don't know. It has more color than my favorite DMC 2.
DMC 2, I'm not, when I say something is lacking in color, it's not actually real good criticism. It just means that your color looks a little bit bad. It doesn't mean it's, like,
Oh, that's
bad. It looks generic. It doesn't mean it looks bad, right? DMC 2 is solely 3 colors. No, technically 4. 4 of the 5 colors, right?
Yeah.
Gray,
Alright, so now
brown, red, and then, like, a little hue of white.
Well, and blue.
Right.
For you. Other than that.
What, me?
Did you put the hole
No,
in
for
the wall?
DMC 2.
No, I wasn't
Oh, for
listening
DMC
to my
2,
peers.
yeah.
DMC 3 is just shades and then just bland colors. It is just the red for Dante, the blue,
Yeah.
the skin color, so that's 3, right? Then it is just shade, white, black, and then just the gray for Tinamagru, right? Unless you are in specific rooms with the summoning circles,
What's up?
right? Unless you're in specific rooms, that is literally the only light hitting your eyes. You won't see gray.
Get that bitch out the middle of the screen.
Hit the
4 has
wood.
more color. I don't think 4 has more color than DMC 5.
I think the same amount of color as DMC 5.
This is why I treat
Right.
Dante like a passport, bro, and have him ship with a female character from different sides, dead or alive, Bleach, Queen's Blade, and any other is better than Lady. No, Red Dust.
Red Dusk, let's just agree to disagree. Clearly, your taste in woman is good. It's the women you're comparing Lady to.
Tifa, yes. Ezra.
Peak, but we just disagree in where she ranks compared to them. And that's
It's
all
just-
that really matters.
I think
That you-
my theory is Red Dust dated Lady, and then she dumped him.
my theory is that Red Dusk sees a lady and thinks, not anime enough. Let me pull out the other anime women.
Just pull out Madhouse.
Pull up Madhouse. Perfect, like,
She looks fine there.
doesn't even. I cannot speak. Ezio would hunt me down.
She looks fine.
Adorable, cute, perfect.
What do y'all want?
Literally,
Do you want to be in a Gideon video?
it is just
What?
her in the changing room smile.
Yeah, we just got an email from us asking one of
Look at that, just that scene. Concerned with that smile. That is a lovable smile.
It's just like what's. I want to actually see his logic on that. Do you agree Final Fantasy in reality has some parallels?
Jacob, Jacob,
Yeah.
is it just cupcakes though? Is it just cupcakes?
Is it just cupcakes? Actually, I now have a new nickname for
Alright,
Jacob
finally.
off stream.
Finally, I closed the door. What were y'all saying? Something about a nickname.
Nothing.
No, Red Desk, what was he saying?
Nothing.
Everyone in chat, what was Max saying about me?
Nothing.
Shut up! I can hear you all. Well, found it. Hey, Red Desk, just look at the bow flowers. Beautiful.
Okay, I will try. Let's continue.
Just continue.
Same with Dante's. He's supposed to be wearing a red coat or jacket. Yeah, this shit is the furthest color from red. Then on top of that, obviously, you know, Dante looks like a fucking hobo in this game. But anyways, like, why do normies love this shit?
Stupid. You're stupid. Alright.
Colorblind?
Alright, I mean this with all disrespect. You're stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks red enough.
Maroon!
How red does his jacket need to be for it to be red by your standards? Like, what?
It is the traditional dark red like jacket. He's always like either this man wears the most reddest jacket known to mankind, DMC3, or DMC3, DMC4, or like the darkest jacket. Yeah, so DMC3, DMC4, DMC1. Actually, no, DMC1 is like a little bit like it is. I'm trying to remember.
Maroon.
No, DMC4 is pretty bright. DMC4 is pretty like it's a very bright maroon. I will admit that DMC4 or DMC1 is a pretty bright maroon. So like I will count DMC1 in like the bright ones. Dark like either that or he wears one of the darkest like maroons, darkest red coats known to man. DMC2, DMC Madhouse, DMC5, right? This man has objectively gone 3 for 3 on light coats versus dark coats. And it's just the traditional dark red coat he usually wears instead of his bright coats. Which makes sense because you don't want to get like you don't want to get flashbanged by red in a brightly like a bright lit room or like out in the broad daylight when you're in the streets for DMC5. You want to get flashbanged by red. Right? You just want to make that dark red pop, which is what it does. When he's running in the sun, you can clearly see dark red. And I mean this with all disrespect. This man is more colorblind than any Asian known to mankind.
You didn't have to mention the Asians. Although, as true as your statement is, you didn't have to do us like that.
And if this man's Asian, it makes sense that you are even more colorblind than your Asian brethren. Alright then? Now then, as a white man, I can't tell colors apart because I am white and I am a man. But god damn am I not colorblind.
Wait, no, Red Dusk, you deleted. I was about to read your comment. Something about, like, would you rather have a different type of woman? Red Dusk, no, why'd you delete it? Beam, Ezio. He's gonna start calling you Cupcake. Max. Please tell me that is not true.
Okay, I didn't say I was gonna start calling you Cupcake. I was just gonna say I have a new nickname from you off stream.
What? Okay, what will that nickname be?
Cupcake.
You call me Cupcake even once.
Cupcake. What are you gonna do about it?
All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do about
Oh, what are you gonna do about it? Cupcake.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
He's getting rage baited.
The rage bait worked, but I don't care.
Shit thing, Cupcake. Let's continue on with the video.
Oh. Okay. The comment is back. Okay. Let me ask you this.
That's enough.
What would you rather have? A girl that is pretty but acts entitled, thinks she deserves everything and does nothing in return, or stay single? I would rather have that. I want to be used. I want to be. If she looks like Lady, I want to be used like her.
You better not be talking about Lady, because Lady
I want her
does
to
not
break
act.
my heart.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Lady doesn't act entitled. She only acts like that to Dante. I'm not gonna lie. You would be fine if
Like
you
the way
dated
she acts
Lady.
in Nero, she starts like sympathizing with Nero. She would never
You should kill
sympathize like that with
yourself
Dante.
now.
You should kill yourself now.
With Nero, she's like super sympathetic. Even with the demons she's hunting, she doesn't act like entitled to them. She just acts as if like they're filth.
Because like the wish demon.
Yeah, she doesn't treat them as if like she's entitled to their life or anything like that. She's just like, you guys are just filth because like I hate you guys. You're just demons. I dislike demons like you. She makes an exception for people like Dante and so on and so forth, right? Those type of demons. But to the demons that do harm, she just treats them as filth. But she doesn't feel entitled to them, right? She feels morally superior to them.
Or most demons.
Yeah, she feels morally superior, but she doesn't act like as if she is truly like a higher being, or like as if, like, how should I put it? Like that type of bratty superior, just morally superior.
If we're talking about DMC Netflix Lady, then yes, I would agree.
Then yeah. But like we're talking about DMC Lady, DMC 5, mainline.
Red Dusk, I hope you ain't choosing DMC Netflix version of Lady or actual DMC Lady. Given if you choose the Netflix version of Lady, then your argument is invalid. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Red Dusk, please answer that comment. Please answer that.
Bro's statement was so out of left field, we were wondering whether or not it was Netflix.
That's actually what I was thinking. Like, is he talking about, like, MIR Lady?
But like, yeah, as long as you're not Dante and you're dating her, she won't act like as if everything's entitled. Honestly, I would probably argue if Dante and Lady did date, like she probably wouldn't even act that entitled to his money.
I mean, she still needs his money because he owes her like thousands of dollars at least. She pays for all his stuff.
To be completely fair, she also does rip him off at times, but like that's
that is very true. Yes, like the time she went shopping for clothes. She and Trish and Patty went shopping for clothes.
I mean, to be completely fair, the damage to the bridge wasn't even his fault. It was also Lady, because Lady irked them to use Kalina Ann on the bridge.
I'm pretty sure it was mainly just a speed demon that did all the damage. It was him and Lady's fight.
It was mainly the speed demon, but like it was also like, had he not used Kalina Ann, had he just stuck to to Rebellion, he probably wouldn't have caused quote unquote as much damage. Even though most of the damage wasn't him, but like he wouldn't have caused as much damage. It's like that's not really even his fault, but you're taking it out of his paycheck.
Okay, look what happens when she first meets Dante. She straight up fires a rocket at Dante. Why did she fire a rocket at Dante? Okay, so that's just because she thinks he's a demon. And like, I think she just doesn't care.
Yeah, also, well, I know the answer to that. Quite simple. I was gonna give out like a pretty dumb answer, but no. It's because like, so if I remember correctly, it would have to do with like the. Do they know each other? I'm trying to remember if Cold Lady was supposed to come into play, but since Cold Lady like never released. Yeah, she is in the DMC manga. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if Cold Lady were to come into play, but that would be weird because they act like as if they haven't met. I think it's strictly because like I don't know. Honestly, I can't really excuse most of the actions for DMC3. Besides like Lady just thinking Dante's a demon.
Red Dusk, no! No, Canon Lady is not much better from Netflix Lady. Red Dusk, please!
Okay, I'm not gonna... DMC5. Just DMC5 disproves most of that.
Red Dusk.
What was Red Dusk saying?
Red Dusk said no, Canon Lady is not much better from Netflix Lady.
There's no way he said that.
Red Dusk, please don't fall to the dark side.
Shut your mouth! Shut the fuck up!
We don't hate you. We just judge you. We listen and we judge.
We listen and we judge heavily.
Yes. No, she's really that much more better. DMC5 alone, her interaction with Nero, like most of the time, is very good. Especially with Nico, very very good. Her interaction.
She almost killed Nero with the van.
Yeah, but like to be completely honest, I don't think like that wouldn't have killed Nero, and she knows that wouldn't have killed Nero.
Not true.
And if that killed Nero, shit, I don't know what else to say besides now that van is clearly fucking plot armor.
The gag
That-
of
that
all
thing-
gags.
That thing is clearly fucking gag. It's the biggest gag to have ever gagged.
Okay, but Lady can't
And I
make
have
Dante
fucking-
pay her back. If Dante wanted to, Dante can say "fuck off." I'm not paying you back. Dante has no basis to think Dante was a demon at that time. You mean Lady has no basis to think Dante was a demon?
I would argue she would because like, man, up and randomly killed like the Guardian to Temina Gru.
Well, he also killed Cerberus
Right.
right before.
Yeah, that's why the Guardian to Temina Gru.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The
yeah.
Guardian. He is literally the first Guardian to stop anyone from getting in. So like, yeah, he literally killed the Guardian to Temina Gru right in front of her, and then basically like caught her mid-air, something like that no other human could have done. So like basically,
using her
I would
rocket
argue-
like a surfboard.
Yeah, and also that rocket wasn't really meant for him. It was meant to blast down the door.
Mm-hmm.
Door is filled with ice.
Well, yeah. I think she
So
also
that
knew that
rocket-
would not kill Dante. She just knew.
Well, regardless of that rocket was not meant for him.
It
know
was
what I
aimed right at his face, though. Let's see. Red Dusk. Red Dusk, look at the wall. Red Dusk. This whole chat's going against Red Dusk. I feel bad. Lady ends up finding out that Dante was a demon way after her firing a rocket at Dante and says, so he's a demon too. Wait, and also she does admit, like, when Dante's like, oh, he's looking for a date. And she's like, date a demon? Never. So I'm pretty sure she didn't know from the start.
She didn't know he was a demon, but I think she did suspect. But so for it being aimed at his head, I mean, not gonna lie, she was like aiming at the door. He's just in the way.
I guess.
Like-
Or she probably just didn't even care.
She didn't care because like she doesn't care. That's her entire character. She doesn't care about anybody at that point. Her entire point at the end of the game is that like she's starting to say like, hey, this revenge stuff, like it hurts. I probably like I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a more kind, compassionate person, right?
Mm-hmm. Red Dust, you digging in the hole, you can't crawl back up. That is very true. Red Dust, please, just say you're trolling. Red Dust, April, you can say all this in a month and a half. When is April 1st?
Anyways, what I was gonna say. Also for like Lady, like taking away Dante's money, Dante can't say no. Realistically, he can't. Because the money goes to Lady first. So like there's literally no way for him to say no. She has the money first for the jobs. She's paid first because she goes out to contract Dante. So Dante's not even supposed to be on the job technically. Either which way.
She could have said to Dante to move when she shot the rocket. Matt, hold on. Then why didn't she just aim it at the spot instead of directly at Dante? And Lady was nowhere near the room when Dante killed Cerberus. I don't think. I don't even think that's really character of Lady just to say move.
She's not in character of Lady to say
She
move
just
because she
shoot
doesn't care. She doesn't. So I'm gonna say this. She doesn't care whether or not Dante dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she is near the room. That she comes in the room and like everybody's aware. Like there's a guardian there. Everyone is aware. The demons are aware. Dante's aware.
Lady
right?
should also
Like
be aware.
Lady should be more than aware enough. Because like her entire point is like, hey, like this is Tenement Groove. Like there's demons here. Like she should have been more than aware that there at least was a demon there, right? And a pretty powerful one at that. Because I'm fairly certain like all the demons don't even get anywhere near Cerberus's like lair at the front door to Tenement Groove. They don't get anywhere near there. So there's that. So
Just gonna kill him.
yeah. So I will admit. Lady does not care whether or not Dante lives or dies, but she's not trying to specifically kill him. She's trying to get into Tenement Groove.
Anyway,
But that's your say. Yeah, let's get through this video.
Yeah.
devoid of color. Is it because they themselves are devoid of color and any personality? Yeah, probably. That's why they love this soulless slob. It's like flies being attracted to shit. Normies are attracted to this dog shit realism instead of actual cool art styles, which is what DMC had before. The previous DMC games had actual style. And with games like Onimusha in development and also using the same dog shit realistic art style, I doubt we're going to ever head back to games with unique and interesting art styles. This shit is going to stay for as long as normies keep consuming the slop. And that being said, hopefully the new Onimusha game won't be dog shit, but to be honest, I don't have high hopes and have my expectations incredibly low, as you should also. But anyways, the game opens up inside this demon tree thing called a Clyfoth or some shit, and it's basically where half the game takes place, and it's quite visually boring, as you can see, which is basically this entire game. No interesting or cool set pieces, just boring locations. But anyways, you fight some bugs and battle your way up to Chair Urizen and see Dante getting his
Okay, so
the only time we see anything remotely similar to the prologue, right, is when we go through it. Is when we see it 2 times. It is in the prelogue or the prelude. That's Ginger. Yes, take him inside. Sorry, my nephew's here. That's the prelude with Dante. Yeah, that's the prelude with Dante, and then that is the what else? The other one. Oh, yeah, for like that specific room. Because like there's no other room like anywhere like it, right? Besides like of course the Cryfault like walkway, right? But that one we only see it 3 times. One with Dante, right? And then should I remember the other one? Yes, the other one where we take the different path, which is where you play as Nero again. Mission. I'm trying to remember the specific mission. Mission 8, I think, or mission 9.
8, because it's the one right before you play as Dante.
Yeah, it's mission 8, where you play right before Dante, where you're playing as Nero and you're basically walking up to Urizen's throne room. And that's and technically there you don't see the exact same walkway. Realistically, you see the separate walkway as well. So it's not just the same room. It's a completely different area because you see both rooms. Right? And then in Dante's, you see both rooms as well. And there's that. So that's the only time we technically see that room 3 times. Every other room is unique. When you go into Mission 8, it's not the same thing going into it. In like two levels before you get into there, there's the ruined city that you have to go through inside the Cryfault, right? And then you have to take the veins all the way up. And then when you take those veins all the way up, there's a separate room. What does it look like? Completely different. There's now like an oval room, right? There's one where you have to kill the enemies, because if you don't kill the enemies, it's too much weight, and then you drop down. You drop down, it looks completely different. There's completely different lighting in these rooms, right? So like this is my main complaint about people that mention that. Those rooms have the same art style, but they are not the same.
That is what I was gonna say. It's not just the exact same for everyone. I don't like the Clyfoth for different reasons this guy's complaining about.
And secondly, like, this is like sort of complaining about Tenement Brew, right? It's like saying, hey, majority of the game, literally more than 3/4 of the game, right, take place in Tenement Brew. Or like inside a room of Tenement Brew that looks exactly the same, right? Because they all have the same.
Go back, like during halfway the mission, you have to run all the way back, and you have to go through the entire castle.
Yeah, you have to run all the way back, and then you go back into Tenement Brew, and then you spend a mission there, and then when you exit that mission, which is effectively at the end of the Shadow or the Death Void boss fight, you go into the.
Mangler's gonna come for you now. You've summoned Mangler with that name.
Dude, like it's just learn his name. That's the Japanese translation, dude. That's all I have to say to everybody that says anything about me using Death Void. That is just Japanese translated name. All right, then.
Is it that hard to just say doppelganger?
Yes, because he's not technically doppelganger. His name is Death Void. It is stated in Japanese for the description, Death Void's return.
I guess.
I guess.
I'm not gonna fight you on that one since I know you're right. I just like the name doppelganger more.
Death Void sounds cool. It sounds metal.
It sounds cool, yeah, but it's never said in the actual game unless it's in Japanese and you translate it.
All right, Cupcake.
Oh. Anyways.
you want to? I know which way. So like, you spend. Okay, let's just say 2 missions. How many missions are in DMC3? Right, it's 20, right?
20, yeah.
Yeah. So you spend 2 missions. Outside, because that's the last 2 missions. You spend 2 missions outside Tinmigru, right? Mind you, you can still go back. Let's just say you don't go back. 2 missions outside Tinmigru, right? And then 2 missions outside Tinmigru in the first 2 missions that are outside Tinmigru. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us just take out 1 mission technically. One mission technically for every time you don't spend a room inside Tinmigru. Okay then. So how many missions is that?
That's like what?
5.
How many is that?
The 2 in the first 2 missions, last 2 missions, and then let's just say a combined total of 1 mission.
You should like 6 or something, or 5. 6 or 5.
Okay, we'll say 5 because what comes after 6? Yeah. Let's just say 5. Okay? 5 divided by 20. That's a fourth.
That's like fourth. Yeah.
You spend a grand total of a fourth of the entire game not inside Tinmigru. If you're gonna complain about that, don't use that same. If you're gonna complain about like the quiet font, don't ever try to mention DMC3 because it is the exact same thing.
It's the exact same story. Like some of it, you're fighting inside the Leviathan's stomach.
Well, so it is 1 mission inside the Leviathan's stomach, but what people forget about the Leviathan's stomach is that it is the exact same thing.
It really is.
Actually, I don't know. It's 6. So let's just say a little less than a little more than a quarter, right? So let's just say let's just say like 66%.
Almost a third. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say 66% of the game, right? That's how much time you spend inside the game. That's a little more than how much you spend inside the Qui-Font, right? Because you have remove the prologue, first mission, second mission, third mission, fourth mission, fifth mission, sixth mission, right? And then it's 7th mission. Because in which mission do you enter the Qui-Font? Is it just mission 8?
And when you enter the Qui-Font, that is.
As Nero.
I think it's actually the mission right before that as well.
7. Okay. So then
7 and 8.
7 missions, right? Oh well, let's just say 6 missions. Okay then. And then how many times? And then so you have to spend a total of let's just say 2 missions outside, right? As Dante. So that's 6, 8 in total. I was about to say it.
Good.
8 in
Thank
total.
You.
Yeah. 8 in total. And then on top of that, you spend 2 missions outside Tenmigru. I mean, outside the Qui-Font on its top, which looks completely different because we never see it that way. That's actually the most unique area because we never see broad daylight air basically like the stratosphere, right? Of the human world or of Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 missions, a total of just a half, a little more than a half. So half of the game is so unique, it's only shown in DMC5. That type of art style. Other half of the game is the Qui-Font, and as I've already established, is not like it's the same art style, but it's not the same rooms repeated. Each one is distinctly different. Distinctly different level design for all of them. So you can't really use the complaints. Just lying about DMC5 now.
Yeah.
That's right, I used up too much time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Time to read the chat. Okay. Red Desk. I can name 15 characters from different series who are in similar situations as Lady, yet they have showings that they wouldn't just straight up kill someone thinking they can save them. Wait, what do you mean? Like saving? Because I don't think Lady was ever in the mindset of saving Dante. I'm pretty sure this YouTuber is gonna leave some things out just to prove his point by manipulating scenes. Yeah, that's just cherry picking. This person does cherry pick quite a bit. Also, going back when you answered, you would rather be mistreated. Let me tell you something. Real men value their self-respect. Yeah. That was kind of a joke, because Max and Ryan both know how bad my luck with women have been in the past. Recently, I've been going through a pretty big case with my ex. So I am
Yeah.
aware of being mistreated by women.
This man actually has self-respect. It is just the entire meme of "I'll let her ruin me."
Yeah, it's just
Technically,
I let her
lady would
ruin me.
not. Honestly, I would argue lady, especially like post DMC3, would not ruin you. I think she would actually be pretty supportive of you post DMC3
Yeah.
because her entire point is letting stuff go and like accepting to move on and to become a better person. That's her entire like.
Hmm.
That's the entire character growth she has for DMC3. And that's basically the growth she carries up until DMC5, and we can see that because like she's super sympathetic to people all over,
Yeah.
right? Like when they're clearly in emotional need and emotional distress and even physical distress, she will be there to help them.
She's even there to help
Case in point,
Patty.
she's there to help Patty as well, and she's actually super kind to Patty, right? Like
Patty
she
loves her.
jokes. Yeah, she jokes about Patty being a runt when like she first comes in, right?
Mhm.
Like, hey, I didn't know you had runts in here. It's like
Mhm.
it's just a joke. Like she values Patty,
Yeah.
right? And she's there when Patty is like being possessed by the amulet or by the watch, right? When she's being possessed by the watch, she's one of the first. She acts first. Yeah, no, I try to remember that scene. She acts first. She
Yeah, she
reacts
does.
quicker than Dante. She acts quicker than Dante to try to to try to calm her down and try to talk her out of using Dante's gun.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
like,
Dante had to go up to her and take the gun out of her
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, I will say this again. I don't think she was specifically attacking Dante. It's just that Dante was in the way, and she just wanted to make a barrier. She was clearly okay with killing Dante. Just that was not the sole reason for her shooting Kalanayan.
Yeah. Let's see. At least Trish and Nivon had a reason to attack Dante. Lady did not. I mean, okay, there are some scenes where Lady just straight up does attack Dante, like she shot him in the head after he saves her from falling. But I don't think she really needed to be saved.
Also, that like technically she's in a hostile environment. All right, the only person there that does not care about being attacked is Dante because he'll just kill like the demons. But she's in a hostile environment, and everybody there, like she's fully aware that everything, and everyone there is out there to kill her. Virgil Virgil would just tell her to leave, right? But because she's there to literally kill the person helping Virgil would just kill her, and she's fully aware of that. That's why she's more than okay interrupting them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and going against Dante. Right? So, like, In the anime, she ran to Dante.
Pathetic bum right in front of Dante. How would you feel if that was you? Women are supposed to respect you.
Oh, yeah. Because Dante owes her money. And because Dante's not taking any jobs.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
and I quote, the jobs he takes have shit pay. Typically because either he ends up causing property damage, which we know is not really him. It's just a case of fighting demons that cause property damage. Or it's just a case that he takes jobs that only involve demons, and he has a moral right, or he feels, and he knows he has a moral and objective right to intervene. Case in point, and the only reason why he gets involved in the case of I think it's like Mission 4 or Episode 4, the one with the demon, the low rank demon.
Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the low rank demon. That's trying to like go out.
Brad. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the only reason why he intervenes in there is because the man said he's clearly a demon, and then he describes the scene. He's like, "Yeah, that guy's a demon," and that's the only reason why he intervenes. If not, he would not have been there. He wouldn't have cared.
He would have just left. Like, yeah, this is boring.
But no, he probably would have said like, "Hey, that rich man is clearly as objectively fucking bad as the first girl who was trying to use Patty." As sort of like a scapegoat to get money, and because Dante clearly says like, "Hey, there are humans who have more greed, who have more malice than even demons themselves, but he won't go out of their way to kill them because he has no moral right to interject to kill those humans."
Yeah.
Like
That's why
I said,
I didn't kill that woman. I can name 50 characters from different series who are in a similar position as Lady, yet they wouldn't just straight up kill a looking person in a crisis. I mean, okay, I guess you are right. But to be fair, also, Lady at the moment was dealing with a lot, especially with Arkham being there. So I think she was in the mindset. But you are right, I will say.
For DMC3, again, I would just simply say she's not attempting to kill them outright. Well, no. Yeah, she attempts to kill Dante outright one time, right? But that's it. Like as I stated, for the Kalina Ann, Faust, yes, yes. So for Kalina Ann, that portion, I would just argue. Just excuse ladies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't really excuse her because she's more than okay with Dante dying, right? She doesn't care, or it's not that she's more than okay. She just doesn't care that she dies, or whether or not Dante lives or dies. She just doesn't care. Which, like, there's no real excuse for that. But it's not the mentality that like, she's outright going there to like, how should I put it? How should I put it? The way you're phrasing it, it's not exactly that portion. I would also disagree with that. Simply because ladies' personal issues. Yeah, we're waiting for Ryan as well. But she is reckless. I would just say that I also have to keep this going because they're gone. I'm sorry. Service chat. How was your days? Wait, this is the highlight moment of all moments. I get to rage bait Jacob. Give me a moment, chat. He won't know.
Okay, back. Okay.
Welcome back. Don't tell him.
What?
Don't tell him.
Chat, what did he say about me?
Check your DMs, Jacob.
Oh no. Oh shit, wait, I have it pulled up here. Hold on. My DMs. Instagram or Discord?
Discord. Which one house?
I don't see anything from you.
Give it a moment.
Oh,
it's gonna be there.
Oh shit. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, I thought you were gonna send me something else. Take a look at what he sends me.
What did I send you?
Look at this. This man just straight up points this out to me.
Wait, are you showing stream?
I'm showing stream this. Oh man.
Yeah, that wasn't me, Chad.
6-7. Wow. Okay.
6-7. He said it.
That does not count. That does not count. I am simply reading the text out there. It does not count. Like I said,
that counts. Yeah, clip it.
No one will clip. Well, Purple isn't in here, so he can't clip it. Thank God. None of you in here better clip that. None of you. Anyone who does that will have their address leaked. I will be Warrior Z.
Purple. I'll get Purple to do it.
No, he won't. He's not gonna be. He's not even online right now.
Actually, no, I'll get Not Alive to do it. That way he could also hunt you down for his cocaine while he's at it.
Oh no! Oh no! No, well, Not Alive isn't in here, thankfully. Okay. Still, that doesn't excuse lady shoot first, ask later mentality. I guess. You do have a point there, I guess.
Chat, which is for us to move on from that.
Yeah. Still, Faust, similar situation, meaning they are handling their personal chaos better than the lady is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are right in that, I guess, with lady. Still, I think it is simply just there are characters like we've seen in movies and other shows where it's just like they don't really care what happens to the person. It's just they're gonna do something. You better just move out of the way while I'm doing this. If you don't move out, that's your fault. But yeah. Oh, brother, let's just say she's reckless and move on and watch this stupid video.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
I have to keep that topic going because like I needed something to talk about.
Then after
but was
DMC3
it?
Lady has no relevance in the rest overall narrative of the series. DMC5 is the final nail in the coffin of the proof of that. I mean, the only thing we really see is just her in DMC3, or in, not DMC3, in the anime where she did play a little bit bigger of a portion. But I think, I actually will agree with you there. Oh, and Deadly Fortuna, yeah. But like, in the actual games, she doesn't really have that much relevance to the story, other than when she tried to comfort Nero in the van. And she was a host for Artemis.
Also, her fighting Urizen.
Was that really that big though? It just shows her getting thrashed by Urizen, and that's it.
Yeah, plays. What Trish does is basically what Lady does as well. Not specifically just with Nero, but also with other people around. She also attempts to comfort Dante, like.
Oh well, yeah. I don't.
I wouldn't say like I do admit that they do sideline the characters a bit too much, but it's like they were never really the main focus. Their entire point was just to be used as plot development.
Mm-hmm.
For
they had their moments in their own games. DMC1 and DMC3. And anime.
Yeah.
And Deadly Fortuna. But yeah. Okay, let's continue with this shit video. Red Desk, I just want to say this too. I'm not attacking you at all in any of this. I just found it a little funny, some of the logic or some of the stuff you were saying, just because I think a little differently, since I have my own view on those type of women from my own personal life.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Well, you got a point there, but.
All right, Cupcake. Let's continue on.
Oh my God, I better not get used to that.
Ass kicked because obviously he needs to be made to look like some pushover compared to Urizen, which have fun fighting this dogshit boss multiple times. Basically, this is a static boss, and in order to damage him, you need to hit this stupid crystal thing until it shatters, which it has a shit ton of health, and then after that, you can finally damage Urizen. It's about as fun as it sounds. You just dodge lasers trying to kill it, and that's pretty much the entire boss fight, which having to do this once is already bad enough, but doing it like 3 times is just kind of pathetic. Like, you're not supposed to kill him the first time during the prologue mission, and if somehow you do defeat him, which pretty much is impossible if this is your first playthrough of the game and you've never played the game before, as you only get 6 health and no devil trigger or devil breaker on, so you'll probably most likely not be able to beat this shit. But yeah, you get your ass beat, and we get a flashback to like a month ago, which this game does a lot of flashbacks, which is kind of annoying. So now you're in the mystery van with the new DMC girl, that being Nico, which I've already brought up, and after that you get a little opening scene.
It wasn't a flashback. That's what happened.
That was not a flashback. That's a one-way cut. That's just a cut. That's just a cutaway to 1 month.
It's just a 1 month later SpongeBob type.
There is only objectively one flashback in this scene, or in this game, and it's
just Dante in the closet.
Dante.
Yeah.
It's just Dante. Well, no.
Well, and also
so it's
Virgil
just
stabbing himself.
Well, so that's V recollecting on that. So I guess you could count that technically as a flashback, right?
Yeah.
So if you could call like them recollecting upon stuff as flashbacks, right? Then I guess. So then that would just bring the total up to 4, which actually isn't that much. Because it is Nero recollecting on how he lost his arm. Dante having a nightmare, right? So the flashback to Dante in the closet as his house is burning down is actually Dante's nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Dante's asleep right now. That's like what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Right? And then he wakes up, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly certain that's for when like he's asleep.
That's when
right?
his
Like
nightmare, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically when he's asleep, and that's where V's trying to wake him up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it makes sense. And then the entire prologue as Dante, that's 3 at most. And then V calling back on how like he what's it called? And how he separated himself. That's 4. It's not that much. So it's technically 3, unless you count the nightmare as a flashback, which is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's not really much of a flashback. But like if you include it, it's 4. Not that much.
It's not really that much, so I don't know why he's complaining about that.
Complaining for the sake of complaining.
When did Lady... Oh, Red Dust is asking that. When did Lady comfort Dante in DMC5? Lady showed no concern to Dante not coming back from hell and thinks it's okay to just take his office, thinking he's never coming back. I mean, there is that too. She was like, oh, I guess Dante's gone. I get to keep his office now.
So they're aware Dante's fine and alive in DMC5.
They
Like-
are aware of him. They're just thinking, oh, is he never coming back? I mean, and they know Dante can handle himself in the demon world.
in hell. He's with Virgil. Also, why would he come back? Because he's in hell with Virgil.
Yes, if you want to play game, follow game, I can.
Yeah, my nephew's here. So,
That
So-
is like the fantasy equivalent to a wife hearing his husband is missing, but all she cares about is getting his business and not her husband's well-being. Well, the thing is, Lady and Dante aren't in a relationship, though. If they're in a relationship, I'm pretty sure she'd probably miss Dante.
yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Give me a moment. My nephew's here.
Oh yeah. No, you're good. Hello, Jolito. Odd comparison. Okay, so I wouldn't really say it's really an odd comparison. I see what he's getting at with that, with the whole wife whose husband's died and she just wants his house.
That comparison is like fair, not odd, but just not accurate because they're not in a relationship. Lady is like aware that it's not even that he's gone missing. They all aware. They know where he's at. They know he's fine because he's with Virgil. Also, like, why would Dante come back again? Like, he's with Virgil. The entire point is for him to be in hell with Virgil. That's why they left Nero on top side. That's why they say, hey, like, we're leaving it up to you now, right? It's effectively sort of like his pseudo retirement. What else? Technically, Trish does that as well. And they're not doing it out of like malice or out of any lack of feelings. As for Lady trying to comfort Dante, it's when he comes back from the van, she tries to run up to Dante, and Trish does as well. But realistically, it's only Trish asking like, "Hey, like, what happened?" And this is after Virgil comes back, and Dante's like, "Hey, my dickhead of a brother's back, and I have to go rip him a new one."
My bitch
So
brother's
that's
back, I'm
what-
gonna rip him a new one.
Which way? I don't really want to spend too much time arguing on that. We could just agree to disagree.
Yeah, we gotta agree.
But,
Disagree. If you want Red Dusk, we can continue this in another stream.
But we could be see about this later on, actually.
Or yeah, honestly, if you have Discord, you can join Fausto in.
Yeah. We could continue this later on.
Yeah. Anyways.
Cinematic or some like music
Right.
video where the theme song of the game plays Devil Trigger. Which I'm just going to say this right now. Devil Trigger is an okay
Copyright.
song, but it does not fit.
No, I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say.
Let him finish it. Let him finish it.
Which I'm just going to say this right now. Devil Trigger is an okay song, but it does not fit DMC at all. I don't give a shit if it fits into the story of the game or not. It just doesn't fit the tone of Devil May Cry. It's like if they were to add a Taylor Swift song or some shitty Imagine Dragons song. Like, that shit just doesn't fit. Listen to Devils Never Cry, Cerberus theme, Shall Never Surrender, Lock and Loaded, or any previous song in the series, and you'll see the drastic difference between those songs and the new pop song, Devil Trigger. The fact that this is the most popular DMC song and not Devils Never Cry should tell you just how brain dead and tasteless.
What?
So, Devil's Never Cry fits because it's literally for the story. It's meant to symbolize that a devil never cries. This is why at the end of DMC 1, Dante changes his literal shop name to Devil's Never Cry. All the songs fit because they're meant to be for the tone of the game. Devil's Never Cry is no exception. I mean, Devil Never Cry. Devil Trigger is no exception, right? The only difference is just that you have a female singing it who isn't like in a very... Phone fell. A female singing it who's not like in a very like metallic voice, right? She's not playing it as if like it's a what's it called, like it's a metal song.
Like it's a heavy metal, yeah.
Yeah, like it's heavy metal, right? The other ones are just heavy metal because like either that's the song typing that they chose, right? Or so on and so forth. Second, when you hear it play, you don't hear the bang bang pull my Devil Trigger or anything like that. No, you hear the instrumental version and gameplay. So again, this
Man's just complaining
argument he
about
has,
anything.
it's just complaining for the sake of complaining. It makes no objective sense to complain. If your entire point is, hey, it doesn't fit the tone of DMC, it's like, yeah, no, it does, because all the other previous DMC songs are literally built around the tone of the game. DMC 1, Devils Never Cry, meant to symbolize that, hey, if you truly were a devil, right, if you truly are this evil, you will never cry, right, because you have no soul. Taste the Blood, literally symbolizing, hey, two brothers are clashing. They're literally trying to kill each other, right? Shall Never Surrender. What is it built on? Nero, not giving up. Nero, seeking power. Nero, not giving up until he beats the bad guy and saves Kyrie. They're built around the theme. In fact, if he's gonna say that, why does he not say that about the DMC3 version of not Shall Never Surrender, of Devils Never Cry, right? Because the chorus is objectively not in the heavy metal, right? The chorus. Taste of Blood, heavy metal does not fit with the HR remake because HR is the rock and roll, right? It's the rock and roll version, right? And it doesn't actually fit with the DMC3 Devils Never Cry, right? So Taste of Blood is very much out, right? DMC4, Shall Never Surrender. Both the beta, the beta version, and the official release version, both of these sound nowhere near like the rest of the songs in the game, right? Devil Trigger does not sound like every other song in DMC5, as heavy as metal. It is just built for the tone and for the story of Nero. Your objection, right? Your complaint is just on deaf ears because it makes no sense. It is not objectively right. You're making a subjective take that makes no sense and is a complaint that, in its own right, has no reason to stand. I would hate.
He's saying it's like, or this guy is saying it's like putting a Taylor Swift song in this game. What? Since when has Taylor Swift done this type of music?
It's not. I think you like having like a girl sing that with like such hype, right? It's not like heavy metal. It's not like a guy singing in heavy metal tone voice. It's like you can clearly hear like it's a female, right, and so on and so forth. That one doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because the chorus version of Devils Never Cry, literally any version of Taste of Blood, or not any version of Taste of Blood, any version of Shall Never Surrender, right?
It's all women.
No. Shall Never Surrender is literally just a guy in a soft voice at times singing it. It's not heavy metal at all times, right? The instrumental for Devil Trigger is pretty, like, it's not heavy metal, but it's pretty metal, right? It's pretty guitar heavy, right?
Yeah.
So does it make sense? So, like, I don't know. Most of the main theme songs are not like heavy metal. His complaint just doesn't make sense. I was right. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
This is going to be 4 hours long.
It's gonna be longer than that. Oh, hold on, let me see. You got paid.
Okay, let's continue.
I just got pinged. Okay. Anyways.
Plus the new modern DMC, audience and community is. It only reinforces my belief that these mouth-drooling fucking retards only played 5 and shill for this game and calling it the best DMC game despite, again, never playing any previous game. And if they did, or do play the older games like 1 or 3, they're usually like, bro, but dude, I can't combo somebody in the air for like 5 minutes straight like in 5, so therefore it's a bad game. Dude, it's a bad game. I can't combo for 5 hours straight. And that makes me want to talk about this whole stupid fucking idea of more complexity or more combos equals better game. It doesn't matter how complex a game is or how many flashy, over-the-top combos a game has if everything else falls short or if the other core aspects of the game are shit. Yes, the older games obviously don't have anywhere near the amount of autistic aerial combos of 5, but that doesn't mean they are worse, nor does it make them bad. Style switching every 0.2 seconds isn't.
DMC3 has, like, you don't really combo. If you're playing DMD or playing any game like that, you don't combo in DMC3 on the floor. You combo for air. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
This is and for people going into DMC3 and pointing out, hey, yeah, we can air combo. Okay? No, not this one. Sorry, my nephew.
No, you're good.
Put on MW2, it's like, oh.
Your nephew wants to join stream.
Nephew wants to play Modern Warfare 2 and wants to see Ghost. throw a frag grenade at an innocent civilian and just murder him.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, you could technically do that.
Oh my god. I didn't know he actually does that.
Well, it's gameplay, but like you could do that. You could also do that as any one of them.
Oh yeah.
I
don't show you.
So this is the entire point of people going into DMC4, DMC3, and saying, yeah, you can literally air combo. Most of DMC4 is air combo, right?
That's not an issue
every time you see,
DMC5.
every time you see a Dante player, like every time you pick up DMC4 or you pick up a DMC4 video and you see someone use Lucifer, tell me you're not expecting them outright to air combo, to do an aerial combo. I want him to take a look at all of them with a shaved face and not pattern recognize this.
Yeah, even Mangler when he plays DMC4, it's always just air combos. He's never doing just ground combos.
I can do it. Okay. I mean,
yeah.
This man's just complaining about skill issues.
Also, his argument that like it's DMC5 is over the top and flashy. If you're gonna say that, then ergo you must say that DMC4 is over the top and flashy. And because of that, also say DMC3 is over the top and flashy. There's an issue with all the games. Stop lying.
Also, he's contradicting himself by saying it's just gloomy and boring or something. What he was saying earlier, it can't be overly flashy and gloomy, gray at the same time.
He also said like it's a worse version of DMC4. We're just like, hey, that's exactly what DMC3 is.
Exactly.
DMC4 is meant to be basically built around the same like style at the very least, right? Like cool and over the top as DMC4.
Mm-hmm.
Or DMC4 is meant to do that for DMC3. It's like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But this man is just wrong.
You're gonna head out, but hope you have a wonderful. All right, take care, Ultimate. Have a good day. God bless. DMC4 has so much air combo potential, yet the enemy's so anti-combo. That's the issue with DMC4 is because like DMC4's enemies die way too fast for me.
Okay, so you didn't play it on DMD.
I didn't play it on DMD. I only beat it on normal and easy.
Yeah, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
So I would argue that the only enemies I cannot air combo with, I could consistently air combo with the Frost. The Frost are super easy to air combo with. All the basic enemies are. I think it's only the Blitz and specifically the seeds on top of the basic enemies.
Mm-hmm. What about
because when the seed, the Alto Angelos, no, they're pretty easy to air combo.
Angelos. Are those guys easy?
Oh no,
they have the shields.
It's not, they're very easy to air combo, especially with Nero, because you just grab them and you could take them out of their out of the thrust, right? And then you just go behind them. You jump behind them, and then they'll jump up in the air. And because their stagger animation is just them floating around, when they fall back down, they'll float for a little while. And then with that, if you can hit them with any attack, you could grab them with his bringer and then joink them all the way back up into the air again. It's like, it's just so fun.
Man. Oh, the Chimeras, especially Chimera Assault.
Chimeras, akin to seeds. So it's just basically what I would argue. It's only the seeds. It's only Chimera. It's only the Chimera. They specifically make air comboing and comboing in general so terrible. Besides that, completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I would actually argue DMC4's air like combo potential is as high. Like, oh, actually no, you did say that. Yeah, the potential is a ceiling. It's almost as good as DMC5's. Which makes sense because DMC5 is trying to build up from DMC4. So, yeah. I think it's only just not as smooth because of Dante. Nero is pretty smooth. Oh, shit. Let us continue.
Than DMC4. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Hell Vanguard versus Hell Judeca. Who is the Judeca? I don't remember who that was.
The guys that summon fodder demons. Probably the Vanguard, because the Vanguards are supposed to lead souls. We know about Judecas are that they can create lower demons, which doesn't really matter because the Hell Vanguard is supposed to be lower than those lower demons. So I'll probably say Hell Vanguard, because the Vanguards are meant to be the very concept of death. They're meant to be the gods of death. that reside and drag souls off to the 7 layers of hell.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
What makes a DMC game good. There's way more factors involved, such as the level design, the actual style and the mood of the game, the music, all that being what, DMC 5 lacks and also being shit. DMC 1, despite being the least combo heavy, is still a great game at the end of the day. You're quite limited in the combos you can do, but you're still able to chain together different attacks or cancel attacks into other attacks. At the end of the day, it gets the job done, and there's more to the game than just the combat. Look at a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, for example. Those games have very limited combat or combo systems, typically just pressing the same button over and over. Those games don't have delayed attack.
All right, you're gonna have to speak on this because I haven't played much of Dark Souls.
So I played practically every single FromSoft game. I played a lot of Souls-like game. I've even mentioned Code Vein. I have gone out of my way to play Code Vein. I'm actually hyped about Code Vein too. So yeah, and not just it's just Dark Souls but anime. No, because I'm actually hyped for Code Vein. Which way?
Yeah. Huh?
I have played quite a bit of them. No, you are using 2 separate systems. Okay. Your analogy, your equivalence of the two is so false. Secondly, this guy's clearly have never seen the PvP. This man had gone into Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring PvP. It is just you chaining together stats, right? And then chaining together combos. There is literally like videos out there of people switching builds mid-combo to pull out different moves. And people calling that out and saying, hey, like, no, you're using a macro to switch builds that fast. So yeah, no, there is not a lack of movement. It is just that the fact that, like, you don't really need to do combos. That is the actual argument. You don't need to do a lot of combos. The combat that's already there is actually peak. Speaking of which, I should probably start playing Dark Souls 3 again.
I mean, it's a good game.
No.
You don't think Dark Souls 3 is a good game?
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, Dusk.
Dark Souls have a completely different style of gameplay. That's like comparing first-person shooter to beat 'em up.
This man believes in me, Rain. I am objective. This man, not so much. I do say. So, what was I gonna say? Right. Besides that, no, it's not that Dark Souls 3 is like not a good game. It's just not the best. Dark Souls 2 for life.
Dark Souls. I don't know because I've played a little bit of it. So far I like it.
Man's gonna play Dark Souls 1, then he's gonna play Dark Souls 2, and then he's gonna play Dark Souls 3. He's gonna show up at my house and just say, "Hey, you made me play Dark Souls. Let me cut off your legs, and let me see if you can barrel roll out of it." He's just gonna be a chainsaw. He's gonna tell me that he's like, "Yeah, roll out of this one." Fucker.
Probably.
Or aerial combos, but would adding that shit make Dark Souls or Elden Ring better games? Probably not, because what they make up in lack of combos, they make up for in terms of enemy variety and other aspects such as the level design or interconnectivity of like the worlds, such as in Dark Souls 1. If Dark Souls 4 or Elden Ring 2 came out and they added a shit ton of combos, but they scrapped the good level design and cut out half the enemy types, would it be better? Obviously not. And that's essentially DMC 5. They scrapped everything outside of the combat. It's the same thing with DMC 1. Each enemy has its own weaknesses and strengths, not to mention...
Yeah.
So, there's like a lot of enemies in DMC. Okay, a lot of enemies, especially in DMC 5. Okay, and especially like the Bloody Palace is like the core component of this. The amount of like enemies and the enemy typings and the enemy typing combos, all the different types of enemies that they put up together in a group of people is actually like insane. Okay, and all of them work very, very well. And that aside, hell no. Hell. Give me a moment.
DMC 5 literally brought back DMC 1 enemies. Yeah, they did bring back quite a few DMC 1 enemies. And they added a bunch of new ones. They brought the Death Scissors. They brought back
the scissors, and they brought back the nobodies.
Oh, the nobodies, yeah, especially.
Besides, I don't know how many else they brought back. I can't remember off the top of my head. The Frosts have always been brought back.
Yeah, well, I don't think. Wait, were the Frosts in DMC 5? I don't remember.
Yeah, the Frosts were not in DMC 5. I don't think so.
Only in DMC 4.
DMC 5 also brought back the Prides. or like the Helsons
Yeah.
as the Cavaliers, which that's basically what they are.
Okay. Anyways.
So
Continue.
yeah, I would say, what was I?
Oh.
I was just gonna say for like for what Dark Souls is, right? Like putting aside the enemies, the level design. You don't hear anybody talk about the level design if it's not for the atmosphere. Okay, no one cares about the level design because we're all too busy losing our mind. The only time you bring up level design is if you suck at the DS2, and you're like, oh my goodness, there's 50,000 enemies chasing me to the boss fight, and like, oh my goodness, the level design is so shit because I can't make it to the boss fight. See, only time you mention that. So, wait, sit the fuck down. Don't talk about level design when it's objectively worse than DMC. That's the only bad thing I will say about Dark Souls. You don't appreciate level design until there's no and you're trying to think about it in perspective to the story. Because Miyazaki, like every Dark Souls game is based on like, hey, they don't tell you what happens. You have to figure out what happens based on what the environment looks like. That is the epitome of Dark Souls.
Jeez.
Straight line. Yeah, I'm getting defensive because like he's lying about my favorite series.
Your favorite series is the Soul series or Dark Souls?
Yes, I would actually argue I'm a bigger a Dark Souls fan than a Devil May Cry fan.
Dang. Okay. I did not know that. Actually.
I grew up to come on now.
You don't fight the fairies the same way you fight Queen and Puzzles or the Nobodies, the same way you fight Scudo Angelus. You fight them all differently because they each have their own strengths and weaknesses. They're all different, unique enemies. Perfect example, the Behemoths. You can't just.
No. According to this guy, they all hit you. They all have to hit you to deal damage. Ergo, they're not.
Okay.
Ergo, they're all the same.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, if they deal damage to you, they're the same. That's his logic. Anyways.
It makes those games far more strategic in how you go about dealing with each of the enemy types. Also, this isn't just some skill issue.
Oh my gosh, no wonder Sponsor is such a scrub. Max.
What? Wait,
Rand just said no wonder Sponsor is such a scrub. I think he's referring to you saying you're a huge Souls fan.
Okay. I have to point this out. I have beaten Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 3. Bare ass, no armor, fist only, no items, not even healing. Okay, I don't want to hear a scrub. I have. No, because a scrub sucked at the game and would. Like, oh, I'm just gonna abuse int build, or I'm just gonna abuse magic build. No. Me, straight to fisticuffs. I know how to dodge. I know how to parry. I have full force. Like, I have done perfect, frame perfect. Right? Frame perfect parries. Okay? I don't want to hear anything about the scrub. All right. Secondly, I can admit this. I have beat Dark Souls 3. Or not Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2, deathless.
You beat Dark Souls 2 deathless. Okay, not bare ass. I was gonna say, if you beat it, like, without anything. I think I'd actually never talk to you again.
No.
Because of how scared I am of you. Rand says
woman
still
comes
a
up to me,
scrub.
I know.
He still says still a scrub. This is rage bait. The rage bait is working on you.
The rage bait is working because, like, honestly, if there's anybody you can call a scrub, it could never be a good Soulsborne character or a Soulsborne player. A Soulsborne player is never gonna be a scrub at anything. Honestly, I think. Okay, if we were to rank anybody here based on their gameplay skills, who would you rank?
I don't think they've seen all
Who
of our
would you rank
gameplay skills.
Okay, let's just say like for FPS.
FPS wise, definitely you.
Okay then. What about like survival horrors?
Okay, I would probably say either me or Ryan, because we played a lot of those type of games.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now what about like a lot of exploration wise?
Okay,
like a game like Metal Gear or a game like Dark Souls. Oh, okay, all right.
You 100%.
Then yeah, I would probably argue I'm probably the most well-rounded person here. I would probably argue I'm probably more well-rounded than Mangler.
Well, Mangler doesn't play a whole
Just because
lot
of-
of games. He just plays like a certain myriad or a certain group of games, and he's just really good at them.
He's really good at them. I would still argue I'm probably better than him and quite a bit of them.
Would you say you're better than him at
Halo
like
plays-
Halo?
Yeah, Onyx.
I will.
I mean, it could be.
Oh, hello, Purple. Purple, you came in the perfect time. Clip Max saying that. I want to send it to Mangler. I will
ahead.
send that to Mangler of him claiming that he's better
Okay,
than
go
that.
ahead. All right, go ahead.
I want to see you both 1v1 in Halo
Put a
Infinite.
challenge. No. Who can reach Onyx first in Halo Infinite?
I don't
Not even
think Mangler
champions.
cares
Onyx.
about Halo Infinite, that's the thing. He'd probably do it in any other Halo game other than that.
I will admit, I think the only thing he's better at is like min-maxing in zombies. Right? For Halo,
Oh
probably
my god, don't
like
even get me started on that maxing in zombies. Oh my god. If I'm 10 point off, he will yell at me.
I don't min-max in zombies. I play zombies for the fun of it.
You just play for the fun of it.
Really?
I also went in playing with Mangler thinking we were just gonna play for the fun of it. And then Mangler started yelling at me that I got the 100 points before him. He's like, no, we need a point max. I am the one with the points here. We need to do this. Red Dust is asking what your favorite Souls game is. Let's see.
Red Dusk, Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2 is your favorite? Yeah.
I'm crazy because me and Mangler also is like, yeah, I like Dark Souls 2, which is like, pretty good.
Hello, naming. We are reacting to someone saying why DMC5 is overrated as hell, and they are saying it's overrated for the wrong reasons. I might make my own video on why I think
No,
it's
he
overrated.
said least favorite Souls game.
Wait. Oh shit, I'm blind. What is your least favorite Souls game?
Max, you there?
Oh, his mic might have cut out, or he's doing.
Okay,
something with his
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, exactly
Red
that.
Dusk.
No, okay, so my least favorite.
I said least favorite. Nah,
Honestly-
I already said it first. Anyways, continue.
Okay, wait a minute. Who asked me least favorite?
Red Dusk.
Red
has to be
Dusk.
least favorite.
If I had to say, honestly, maybe Dark Souls 1, but honestly, I like them all. All of them are actually very, very good. Right? I would say it's 2, 3, 1 for specifically Dark Souls. And we're going to talk about Soulsborne in general. I have not played Bloodborne enough. I played like an hour of it because I don't have a PSP or PS5
Oh, you
or
don't have
PS4.
PS5, yeah.
I don't have a PlayStation, so I could wait. So give me a moment.
I will read.
But
I will
you-
read
you
your
can-
next comment, Red Dusk, when he comes back.
No. Okay, you could do that, but just continue the video.
Okay.
Other dumbass zoomer term
Alright,
brain
let me
rot.
get
I'm
it
not great with
Yep.
DMC5 Dante, I'll be
Is
honest.
every
I have
time
gotten
from
better though with him
game,
obviously and was able to hit
there's
496 of
armor
Bloody
skill.
Palace. But me not
Oh,
autistically,
nice.
stringing together combos by style switching every
Max
half a
has also
second
played
doesn't
all
make me
those as
bad,
well.
nor does it make it a skill issue.
Styles,
Just because I don't
you
play
know
the game the
haircut?
same way as some autistic fucking retard on the internet, or how
mean,
some dipshit
sort
fans
of.
arbitrarily determine how and how you cannot play the game. Just because I don't play the way they want me to doesn't make me bad, nor does it invalidate any of my criticisms with the game, such as my problem with the different enemy types, bosses, and just overall combat, which I'll get more into the different enemy types in a while and all my gripes with them. But yeah, my point being is less combos or less autistic aerial attacks doesn't make a game fucking worse. But anyways, the first stage is okay. It's extremely short and it introduces you to the Devil Breakers and Overture. It's basically just a straight line. If you're expecting the level design to ever actually progress from this or evolve from this, don't get your expectations too high because it really doesn't get any better than this or really any more complex than this. Like, this is obviously fine for a first stage, just teaching you the basics and mechanics, but we already had a stage just like this prior, that being the prologue stage. But I can't entirely complain about it since DMC3 does a similar thing where the first three stages are all incredibly short, the first two being just single rooms where you just need to defeat waves of enemies. But honestly, it works fine in that game as it basically teaches you if you can't beat a room full of enemies, you aren't going to make it far in this game. Because DMC3, unlike DMC5, is actually quite difficult. Like, I'm not even joking. Normal on DMC3 is probably harder than Sons of Sparta or DMC5, which Sons of Sparta, if you don't know, is basically just hard mode. Like, DMC3 is unironically get good scrub. DMC5 is unironically DMC2, where every enemy has 5 bars of fucking health, which was a problem with that game, but not 5 for some reason. Like, seriously, everybody complains about DMC2 having bullet sponge enemies, but all of a sudden, fine when DMC5 does it, just because, dude, you know, I can style switch on the demons for 5 minutes straight.
That's not true. DMC2's enemies are not just straight up bullet sponges. They do have a lot of health, yes, but that just means they have health. They're not bullet sponges. Especially at normal difficulty and regular difficulty, all you need is just your devil trigger. And that's why you need devil trigger. The game, the guidebook actually tells you to use devil trigger most of the time. Because that is the way to kill them. Like, you're supposed to use devil trigger on them. You can shred through their health with that. Let's see. I meant Soulsborne game. Oh, okay. Your stream audio is a lot louder than your mic, by the way. We can barely hear your voice. Fuck, hold on. Let me lower it a little bit. Okay. Let's continue.
Isn't that fun, dude? Hitting a stupid bug queen all day doing next to 0 damage? Because look at my screen, there's a triple S at the top of it. So obviously it's a good game. Obviously, bro, this game's so fucking good. It's not a bad game with dog shit, bullet sponge, and...
No, I don't think this guy realizes how long the combos for SSS actually can stay up for. This guy probably comboed quite a few enemies before the Queen Impuza. And then they killed the Impuzas, or the other enemies, and started comboing on the Queen Impuzas. And they're like, oh, look, I've been comboing him for this long. And it's that high on my rank. And also, let's not forget, look at what stage he's on. He's on stage 85. The enemies are going to have more health at the very end. So obviously, yes, they are going to take a little bit more than just one singular triple Y or triple triangle attack. So he's just being disingenuous there. DMC2 health, enemies' health are not big enough. That is the thing, yeah. With DMC2, the bosses and the regular enemies, in my opinion, well, okay, getting into Bulwark, that's a different story. The enemies didn't have that much health. Like, you would actually kill them fairly quickly, especially with your guns. Just shoot them a couple of times, and then you do like 1 or 2 combos, and that's it. Or not combos, but like couple of hits with your sword. But getting into Bulwark was probably the hardest boss in all of, where Bulwark and Argosax the chaos is the chaos. Melon has to tell me I need to separate the two, which I'll get into later. Bulwark and Argosax the Chaos were probably the only bosses you had that problem with them being quote-unquote bullet sponges. Because Bulwark, you have to deal with the dogs, and with Argosax the Chaos, you have to deal with like 5 of the bosses at once. Or not at once, but like the health. And even then, it's not really that bad. It's just you have to deal with their simultaneous attacks. Which isn't even that bad. It's just him complaining about skill issues. Oh my gosh, we're not even halfway through this video because we spent way too long yapping about fun stuff. We're only 20 minutes in, and I have it at 1.5 speed. Let's see. Have you tried the new God of War game? I have not tried the new God of War game, Purple, because actually that is a fun story. About a year ago, I bought a PS5 when I got my first job. And I got scammed later after I went to college, and I was poor and I needed money. I remember the PS5 Pro was coming out like a month and a half later, and the guy I was selling to, he was like, oh, we can't sell the PS5 to you for full price or anywhere even half because the new PS5 Pro is coming out and it's going to be sold for a lot less. But since your PS5 is in good condition, and granted, I treated that PS5 like a baby. Because it's in good condition, I'll give it to you for $150. And I was like, oh my god, that is a good deal. So me being the dumbass I am, I sold my PS5 for $150, and I still have yet to get one back. So I will probably get one later. Will I ever? I don't know. I mean, I plan to, but it's let's see. Despair Embodied is harder, but fair, I argue. Yeah, that is true. Despair Embodied is... Okay, so Despair Embodied is harder because the amount of attacks he does, it is a lot more. But I actually had a lot less difficulty with the Despair Embodied. Me being the noob I am... Okay, don't tell this to anyone. But me being the noob I am, I just switched to the Ice Amulet and just used the Devil Star and just lasered Argosax pretty easily, actually. Just make a tomorrow stream? Honestly, Red Dusk, you might be right. We might have to just stop it at like... maybe like a little bit past 30 minutes and say, okay, we're gonna do part 2 of this later. But oh damn, yeah. I'll just, if I really want to, I'll have to emulate it on my PC. I don't know which way.
triple S at the top of it. So obviously it's a good game. Obviously, bro, this game's so fucking good. It's not a bad game with dog shit bullet sponge enemies. It's a good game. Like the mental gymnastics DMC5 players and fanboys will go through to cope that this is the greatest action game or the best DMC game is fucking insane. But anyways, you eventually get to the Glyphoth routes for the first boss, and it's an introductory boss, I guess. I don't know, there's nothing really interesting about it, and it's just incredibly fucking boring, which a large portion of the bosses in this game are just dog shit or boring. Like again, going back to DMC3, the second mission, which if we count the prologue mission, this is the second mission of DMC5. You fight the Hell Vanguard, which are the Grim Reaper like enemies of DMC3, much like how DMC1 had the Sin Scissor enemies, and this is the first boss you encounter. These do go on to be mini bosses in later levels, but the point being is just look at the difference between these two bosses. Like even comparing this to Cherry Urzen, it's night and day. Design wise, it's a Grim Reaper that is like a black cloak and it's wielding a large scythe. So if we're keeping tallies, DMC3 is winning so far, and we can take this a step further with the fodder enemies. DMC3 with the 7 hells, most being scythe like Grim Reaper enemies. Meanwhile, what does DMC5 have again? What do we get? Literal bugs. Easy bugs, goy, consume your goy slop. Enjoy bon appetit. Now to be fair, DMC5 also does have the Hell Kaina, I think, or whatever the fuck they're called, which are similar in design, but ultimately a huge downgrade design wise. They just have so much more personality, both visual.
The Hell Kanas should essentially be the same. It's not really that much different, so I don't know what he's complaining about there. Other than just the cloaks. If he cares that much about cloaks, I guess. I don't really know. We'll need to go. See you later. Boys, I gotta go. It's getting late and I've got class, so I'll catch the stream later. Alright. I'll see y'all later. Honestly, I think I might just end it there since we already hit 3 hours. But yeah, I think I might actually end it there, honestly, because I think the only person who will watch after that is just Red Dusk. But yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just end it there. We'll probably just cut it off at this point. We'll stream next time about this, keep going. But yeah. Alright.